What's going on, guys? It's your boy Darian Gilliam, aka Black Flags Matter, and yes, we are back at it again with another NASCAR Weekly podcast. So let's jump right into it, guys. Let's start off with the intros tonight. You do notice, however, that tonight your regular panel only consists of both me and Jared. Eric could not make it tonight; he has class, and Danny B is once again stuck at the dealership. So to start things off, Jared, take it away.
All right, I'm the Iceberg. Happy to be here, and I don't want to do an intro anymore, so let's just get right into it. I'll pass it over to IDK.
Hey, what's up, guys? IDK Flair here, and as you guys probably know me, whether you like me or love me or don't, but I know everyone wants to get to Batman, so let's get to him.
Good evening, YouTube. I'm Batman, beaming in from Gotham City after a long night of.
Okay. Not happening. I tried, okay? I tried. I gave it an honest effort.
He couldn't do it, man.
I can't do it. It's the podcast. Tomorrow is Halloween. I thought we were gonna dress up for this. So
I'm not dressing up.
What
happened?
Boy,
I dressed up as me.
Yeah.
I went as myself. Maybe I'll go as Doodle Bob next year.
Yeah, I was thinking
that would be a good costume.
My intro will be my hi me.
Oh, I can get my Chucky mask.
Touch you. Well,
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, oh, are we supposed to dress up for this or whatever? But then I was like, I kind of don't want to, so I'm good.
Man, bunch of party poopers I'm in with right now.
damn right.
Pretty much. But so since we're done with intros now, let's get right into it. This week we had Martinsville, guys, and wow, Martinsville always puts on such a great show. So let's get right into it right now. Jarrett, start us off. What were your thoughts on last week's race?
You mean this week's race? This past week? But anyway, yeah, I was pretty entertained for the most part. I was more entertained than any game really I watched this week. Just from the get-go, it's a short track racing. I don't really know how much more I can say to it than that. I mean, lots of passing. While there's people who dominate the race, yes, bumping, banging throughout the pack. The first half was definitely pretty. I'd say the first half was definitely pretty laid back compared to the second half. The second half just went nuts. It's like, and I noticed even last year, that's sort of how it was too. It just gradually built up as the day went on. And I think it sort of goes on with the trend that we've had this year with races, where when we have these really good races with these, exciting finishes, it builds up. Like the first stage is really calm. Then the second one, it starts ramping up more. And then as it keeps going on, it just blows up right at the end. So I was pretty happy about it. If I had to give a rating for it, I'd say 9 out of 10. I don't think it was the best race of the year like a lot of people are saying, but it is definitely up there.
All right, who's next?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go next then. But yeah, the race was just awesome. I mean, it's just awesome from start to finish. I mean, you had some of those long green flag runs there towards the end. It's still weird seeing Jimmy Johnson like running inside the top 10. I believe he got a top 10 finish, but it was just so weird just seeing him just still like, I don't know, just by his standards, compared to other years where he's dominated at Martinsville. That's just still odd. So, yeah, it was still weird getting used to. Oh, and then Bubba Wallace wrecks again in qualifying, which I'm starting to get really sick of. Like, I can't defend him any longer, to be honest with you. And also Ty Dillon. Oh my gosh, Ty Dillon was running inside the top 10 some of the race towards the end. I was like, wow, he was even running in front of Chase Elliott at one point. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So so shout out to him. He put together an impressive run. And a lot of people, for some reason, were just disappointed with Chase Elliott there. I mean, he kind of ran where I expected. In the spring race, he was running inside the top 10, and he pretty much did the same thing. But since it's Martinsville, and since it's the playoffs, since it's playoff time now, since it's crunch time to win, everyone's already expecting him to get a win there. But I don't know. For the most part, He did all right. I think Keselowski was really the best non-playoff driver the entire race. He looked like I thought he was just gonna cruise on his way to another victory and stuff too, which would have been unfortunate considering that if he would have made it to the next round, if he would have won, he would have been in the final four. So it's another one of those. I don't know. It just reminded me of Dale Jr.'s 2014 Martinsville run where it's like, damn, if he would have just survived and made it to that round of the playoffs, he would have gotten it. And just the finish, which we'll get to in a little bit, that finish was just amazing, by the way. And we'll get to it later in the podcast of where, get everyone's opinions on whether Logano did anything right or wrong. But, congratulations to Joey Logano punching his ticket into the Final Four. And I'll have to agree with you, Jarrett. I'll give this race a 9 out of 10. It was just pretty good from start to finish. All right, Kamikaze, go ahead.
Oh
The
boy.
race was great, but I hated the finish.
That's
Any
it.
reason?
That's it.
Go watch the last video to hear the rest of it.
Pretty much. Oh, looks
All right.
like we got a super chat.
Oh, super chat. Hey, it's Rasheem Stewart. Thank you for the $2 super chat, buddy. He's asking, what are your goals for your channel for 2019? That's pretty simple. The goal of this year was to get it to at least 1,000 subscribers. I think I did that. I think I did pretty good on that one. And then the next goal is to get 10,000. So 2019, get to 10,000 subs for sure. Thanks for asking. So yeah, IDK, what are your thoughts?
All right, so I'm just gonna say forward. I actually like the race. Once again, I kind of want to agree with Kamikaze. I don't want to because I thought the finish was awesome. Just the right driver didn't win, in my opinion, because I really wanted to see Martin Truex Jr. to win because it's the last season for that team, and I just wanted like a guaranteed Final Four going all the way in. Because you never know, like bad luck seems to just plague this team. We have what happened at the Roval, now this, and just the team ending. But I mean, I thought it was cool. Yeah, it was classic Martinsville, I guess you guys could say. Bumping, banging. Joey lost his brakes apparently, and he just went for the win. Yeah, he's going for the win. I mean, that's what this system is all about now. Like, you got to do everything you can. And to be honest, I really don't believe he's going to win the championship. I'll make a video about it. Why? Not because I'm hating him, just because, like, just everything that's happening, I just really don't believe that.
You don't believe Truex is going to win the title?
No,
or
Joey.
Logano?
Joey.
Oh, Joey. Yeah, I don't really think he's going to win it either. But I mean, he has been really consistent all year, so it's kind of not surprising to see him up there. I think even all of us on the podcast, even unanimously agreed that Logano was going to make the Final Four, didn't we, Jarrett?
Yep. I think Rusty said something to us in.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did say something to us in the chat. That's
I
right.
didn't understand why, but oh my gosh, you got it. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest. I was surprised we had all four of us had him in there.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah. So I'll just claim that I'm a genius and go from there.
Same. All right, so now here begs the real question. Oh, hold up. What was your rating, IDK? What was the rating?
9 out of 10. I love that.
9 out of 10.
That was cool.
Yeah, see? Unanimous. All right, so let's get to the real question now, which everyone's dying to hear from us. Did Joey Logano do anything wrong here? Jarrett, start us off. Yeah, I basically know your answer, and if anyone anyone else is subscribed to your channel, they should know as well. So did he do anything wrong?
Personally, I don't think so. I think this is sort of the precedent that's been set both for short track racing, for Martinsville in particular, and then on top of it with the whole playoff stuff. I don't like that excuse because I think drivers go for the win either way. I mean, isn't this what we want every week? People to go for the win no matter what. I don't like that he won, and by any means whatsoever. But I don't know. I think he was fine in doing it. It offered a great show at the end there, and to be completely honest, if it had to happen 100 more times, he had to do that. I think he would and should do that 100 more times.
All right, so let me get mine out of the way before we get to our guests. But yeah, I said this on Twitter. I even asked I tweeted this out yesterday. I was like, change my mind. Joey Logano did nothing wrong there. I mean, I don't see what the problem was. I would have been way more surprised if he didn't bump him out of the way. I mean, it's the Final Four. You can't blame him for just trying to secure a spot. I do respect Truex, however, though. I mean, is a clean racer. He kind of reminds me of Mark Martin to a certain extent. I mean, he passed him clean. He did, but it's.
I think
go ahead.
Well, and I think Truex should be mad too, because Truex did show him a ton of respect and got nothing back for it. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, even one of his closest friend, Dale Jr., is, calling him out for not being mean enough at the end there. I mean, that sort of is the precedent. Like I said, it's been said, it's like if you want to beat people at these tracks and with it this close, you're going to have to be an asshole to them.
Yeah, I mean, he passed him clean and stuff, and you're probably like, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that Logano won and stuff. It's not fair he raced him. He, bumped and run him. Well, that's life, man. Life's not fair. I mean, yeah, he passed him clean and stuff, but, once again, Logano did what he had to do there. And I didn't see –
It's not smart. Long term, it's not smart.
I was about to say.
He proved that, even though I don't think he did anything wrong either in 15, he proved that if you're making – enemies with people who both are really good, so will be up there with you, or are a championship contender against you. I don't know. At the very least, this just lit a fire underneath. He's going to be going on a tear here. At the most, Truex has something go wrong and isn't in the championship, and suddenly Logano is not in the championship either, because Truex will do everything in his power to make that not happen.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, I mean, it's like, it's not really smart because you're going to have to probably face him in the championship 4. I know I didn't pick him to make the championship 4, but looking at the point situation, now that Logano's won, I believe 5th place is back 24, is behind by 24 points. So one of those 4 who are down below, down under, they're going to have to win. And I honestly don't see that happening maybe. So, I mean, Truex, all he has to do is just remain consistent, and he's going to be there. So this may come back to haunt Logano. Probably more than likely will, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
He has, because currently Truex has a 25-point gap on Kurt Busch.
Oh, see? Yeah. So,
Kurt Busch could win 2 stages, and Truex could finish outside each, and Truex would still have a 5-point gap. So that's pretty good. And I think Truex is going to outrun Busch in both these coming races.
We'll just have to wait and see. IDK, did Logano do anything wrong there?
Did he do anything wrong? I mean, he's going for the win. I would do the same thing. Was it smart? Not even close to being smart. You just have to realize that Joey Logano, this has happened already with Kenseth. And it's going to happen with Truex, whether Truex makes the Final 4 or not. We all know it's going to happen, okay? I can't wait to see it happen in person. I already know it's going to happen. The thing is, I would do that move. If I was him, I would do that move. You're going for the Final 4, yes. Is it aggressive? Yes. Did he use his brakes? Most likely he didn't. Obviously, he used Truex as his brake. We all know that. He got to the Final 4. That was the point. And the thing is, you guys said it's short term because Truex will now have a target on him, whether he's in the Final 4 or not, because this is their team's last chance. This is his last chance for that team. And if it gets screwed over because of the 22, he's going to make sure he doesn't win the championship, period, like at all. And he's not going to do it on the last lap. He's not going to probably even do it with 5 to go. He'll probably do it with 7 to go. If he's up there, he has a chance at Joey, he's going to turn him. We all know what's going to happen. So I don't think it was smart because the point system, the way it works, it's not like our point system, okay? Like where it's actually points. And the Final 4, nothing's just like normal. The way it is that everything is even and it just wasn't smart short term. Just that's all I'm saying. I meant long term, sorry.
All right, Kamikaze. Well, we kind of already know where Kamikaze Games stands on this, but just to confirm it, did Logano do anything wrong?
Oh, he did a lot of fucking things wrong there. But let me tell you why. All right, so it was a good idea to leave me for last to build up the dramatic tension, but the problem with that is that everyone else pretty much said everything that I was going to say. So essentially so I've been yelling about this with a lot of people ever since it's happened. And basically the stance that I'm taking on this is, yeah, he didn't do anything wrong in a literal sense. because the point of racing is to go 100% and do everything that it takes to win. And what he did, that's what it took to win. Now, where he's wrong with it is that he's made an enemy. Because you look back, this is what I'm going to bring up until the end of the season, is that you look back last year in this very race when it was Kyle Busch leading and Truex trying to take the win from him. Truex didn't touch him at all, didn't push him out of the way, didn't put him in the wall. He raced him with respect, and that's what we saw at Homestead, because Kyle Busch was charging down Truex at the end of Homestead last year, and at any point, he probably could have put the bumper to him there, but he didn't, because they had that respect between each other. Now, that respect between Truex and Logano is non-existent, which is good for me, because that means I'll be thoroughly entertained for the next few weeks. But it's not good for Logano, you see. And the reason that I think that he really just should have taken the L, he was 9 points to the good. If he finished second.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a lock, though. It's not a lock.
He's won at Phoenix in the past. I'm sure he'll be fine at Texas because he's gotten top 10s out the ass this season. I don't know why he should have been too concerned.
Kamikaze, come on, man. Don't do that. Like, he had to go for the win, man. Like, yeah, he's 9 points to the good, and he's good heading into the final two races, the next two races, Texas and Phoenix, but he should have just ran second.
Well, he shouldn't have just run second because that takes away from the 100%. Just see. The thing is.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he really should have just taken the L because now he's got a target on his back. I mean, he's had a target on his back since he came into the Cup Series because, this is just what he does. Did anyone else see that one episode of Race Hub where they showed all of Logano's previous feuds? Like, it was like a full screen spread. It was like 11.
You lose points just for watching Race Hub. You've lost points automatically.
I'm sorry. I was 15 once, okay? It's my excuse. That was back when Steve Burns was on.
Oh, yeah. God rest his soul. Yeah, pretty much Race Hub died when Steve Burns died. Like, even my mom's texting me. She's texting me during the podcast, and hi, Mom, I know you're watching. She even said, yeah, it's racing. Like, who is this kid? What is this kid talking about?
Jeez. Getting shade from Darian's mom. Yeah. That's rough.
No, but I have to ask you this, Kamikaze. Now, we know one of your favorite drivers, who's up and coming, Haley Deegan, pulled a similar move. Was that wrong?
She was the faster car in the situation.
Oh,
Truex worked him over
Kamikaze,
for multiple laps and got around him. At that point, you're the slower car. You should just take the L. But if you're bringing yourself up through the ranks, like if you want to get your first win, you got to do that, But like,
did something happen?
Oh, Kamikaze, your mic. I don't know. We can't hear you for some reason.
Well, we got a super chat really quick while we're at it from Inside Uranus.
Yeah, while he fixes that. Yes, Inside Uranus with another $2 donation. Thanks, man. Joey is a top 3 raw talent, better than MTJ. Fight me. I have to agree with you there. I don't know. It's like people they think I'm crazy when I say that, but he's not a top 3 talent, but he's in the final 4. I don't. So maybe he's 4th.
Well, Jimmy Johnson made the final 4 and 1 in 2016, and he was all but irrelevant to the last 6 weeks of the year. So
yeah, well, that's a good point. But I mean, Johnson had the worst average. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. Like you said, you had 14th place average finish that year. The system does not show who's the best all year, but we've talked about that before. The way I see this situation though is, Logano is sort of win-win, but lose-lose either way. You don't do that. You don't have a target on your back, and you're up by 9 points. But would you rather be up by 9 points? Again, the fact that any of those guys below you could win a race, or you could blow an engine or have some sort of issue.
Exactly.
Or would you rather be going for a championship with a target on your back, but it still have that chance? That's sort of where you weigh it.
Kamikaze, can you say something?
Am I back yet?
Yes, you're back. You're back now.
It's like,
I don't.
Because it
Yeah, you're
stopped
back.
detecting my good microphone, so now I got the shit-ass microphone.
All right, Kamikaze.
Really quick, Oka Saxon brings up a good point. 181 watching, 46 likes. Click the like button while you're at it, and
Oh, you beat me to it. I was about to say
click the
that.
like button while we're listening to what Kamikaze is.
Yeah, so
So
guys,
where
make
even
sure.
was I?
So make sure to lick the like button. And Kamikaze, we were talking about. Well, I asked like, well, was Deegan wrong for doing that? And you were like, no, she had the faster car, so it was perfectly fine. Something like that.
Well, it's not perfectly fine. She just used the actual talent to get around him.
What did Joey do?
He wrecked his shit. Didn't you see him coming off a four?
I know. I just want to hear your reaction. I just want to hear it.
Hey, Kamikaze, come on, man. We all know Joey Logano's a top 3 talent. Come on, don't be disrespecting that.
Yeah, my ass.
Come on now,
Yes.
20. Like I just saw on Twitter today. I just saw on. Oh, another one! Holy crap, $10. That's the most I've ever had. Everyone's coming in with the super chat. Shout out to Dell Reynolds, who's possibly the best driver in the NASCAR YouTube Pro Series right now, easily top 3. For the $10 super chat. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Look, Joey Logano is a top 3 talent, Kamikaze. We can argue over this all day. Even today, there was a stat saying
really?
that he is the 4th. That's right, the 4th driver among an elite list to get 20 career wins, all before reaching the age of 29. That includes Richard Petty, Jeff Gordon, and Kyle Busch.
Well, wait, I do have to ask though, how many years is that? Because Richard, like, let's say Dale Earnhardt, he started racing when he was full time when he was 27. Richard Petty, when did he start racing full time? How old was he? That's what you got to also gauge.
Yeah, true.
So
Joey,
Logano's been in for 9 years. Logano's been in for 9 years now. I mean, if you compare the quickest amount of wins to 9 years, we can start saying something. Sure. We also have, they also have the comparison of equipment, the talent around them. I think it's pretty easy to say that right now there is less of a talent pool than there was 3 to 7 years ago in that span. I think we can say that with all the people jumping out. There's a reason that guys like Logano, Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Truex, why these guys with good equipment and veteran drivers are winning more often than these younger guys. That's sort of.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Real quick. Did you say top tier or top 3?
Top 3.
No, I said top 3.
I have to disagree with that for certain reasons because
here we go.
Joey Logano would not be in the Final Four if he didn't run into Truex. Okay, Truex. I'm gonna say
he wouldn't.
He would right now. As of right now. If Joey Logano wouldn't have put the bumper to the back of the 78 on that final lap, he would have to fight his way in. Because to be honest, I don't see him winning Texas, and I don't know about Phoenix. Phoenix is a crapshoot. I don't know.
He wouldn't be consistent. I mean, he's been one of the most consistent cars all year.
No, as of right now, like the reason why he is guaranteed in right now, obviously he wouldn't be in right now because we all saw Truex. Truex spoiled him at Martinsville, like, and then Joey just said like no, like he just went all the way through. Now, obviously, I agree with that. We already talked about that already. Like I would do it, but I don't know. I just wouldn't say it was a top 3. Now, top tier, yes. Top 3.
All right. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
But
that's what I think. No cigar. All right. Holy crap. Another $2 donation. I was about to move on into the next topic, but Inside Uranus with another one. Holy crap. That's 4 donations in like, what is it? The first 30 minutes. That's it. That's insane. So Inside Uranus says MTJ joke is only good in the Cup Series because of Cole Fern.
Oh, came to fight today, I see.
They're trolling you at this point.
Shout out to Inside Uranus, man. He really does support, like, not just me, but other people. Like,
he supports everyone, man. I seen him inside Eric E. Steps podcast, or and during his streams, yours as well and stuff. So that's cool. All right. So, anyways, now moving on to the post race comments. Martin Truex Jr. with one of those historic quotes. He said,
"Oh, I love it."
He said, "Quote." He won the battle, but he ain't gonna win the damn war. I love that, man. And I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, you might be right about that one. I don't know. Like, what you guys think of the quote?
Right about that one. My God, throw some balls, Truex.
But what I don't like is people were mad at Truex after saying that. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, people were actually mad at Martin Truex Jr. for being mad because, I mean, first off, he has the right to be angry because of that. All right, let's get that out the way. All right, he has the right to be mad about getting bumped out of a win, out of his first short track win, by the way. And then he says one of these historic quotes that'll go down in history once we look back on this whole playoffs from 2018. And people, all some of you fans can do is just complain. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. Just what do you guys?
Oh, it's easy to understand. They're mad. Because anyone else could have gone to Furniture Row in 2014. Just about anyone. Kurt Busch could have stayed there and probably had just as much success.
Now that's a what if video. That's a what if video.
It
you
is
need
a what
to
if.
do, Kamikaze.
Absolutely. I'm too lazy. I've had one written for like the past 3 months, and I still haven't bothered recording it. See, this is the situation I'm in.
I would have fought him. I'm sorry.
Wait, you would have fought who?
Logano. Like, if that was me in that situation, I see it, baby, coming off of turn 4, and I get to the bumper to the back of a rich kid. Oh my God, dear Lord! I will let him throw as many water bottles as he will at me, like he did this store at Auto Club. I don't care. Like no, like you're gonna square up. Like you. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for Truex. I wish he did have a pair.
Hey man, that's unfair. It's just racing. It's just racing.
We'll see what racing is at Homestead. I want to see what that is at Homestead.
I don't think he's gonna wreck him though. Like I don't think he's just gonna he'll just like wreck him out of nowhere. Now if it's coming for the final lap and stuff for a title and it's those two, probably. But I just don't see him just turning him just out of nowhere. If it's for the championship, then yes.
I'm so glad I got turn 4 seats. I'm so glad I got turn 4 seats. So I'm gonna say.
I don't even see him turning him if it's out of turn 4 at Homestead on the last lap. And you want to know why? Because I feel like Truex is not that kind of guy. He would much rather go out and beat someone rather than wreck them. You saw it both the last Fall Martinsville races.
I'm sorry, but if it happens again, if it does happen again at Homestead, and if it's the same situation and Logano wrecks him, there's going to be a brawl. There is going to be. Okay, yeah. Logano is gonna not have a trophy. Okay, he's gonna have like a bunch of bruises on his face because I'm just saying, like Truex is just gonna lose it at that point. The whole Furniture Row, they have nothing to lose, baby. Just go for it.
When I go to Phoenix, I hope to talk to Truex one-on-one and be like, "Yo, man, could you wipe Logano's shit out for me next week, just for a buddy? Could you do that for me, man?"
Oh, also, by the way, shout out to Hunter Carper. For the $1 donation. I really appreciate that. So holy crap, that's 5 in like less than an hour. That's like a record on this channel because that never happens. But I really appreciate that. So now moving on. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. had some interesting comments on his podcast. Jarrett, what did he say?
Well, so he was talking about it and the whole incident. And basically he told Truex to suck it up and he got the best possible outcome. Which, one... yeah, that's sort of what we're saying. But, and this is what Junior said. Mid-Ohio, was it last year or this year? I can't remember. But Regan Smith moved the 22 out of the way for the win. And
2015.
2015. Okay. So Roger Penske said this. He said, I would not hire a driver that would do that. I would not ever have a driver drive for me who would do that. So, when should we expect Logano's firing?
Never. Yeah,
nowhere. That surprised me. It just surprised me that of all the people to call out Roger Penske, Dale Jr. would be the one. So I mean,
yeah, he's very. What's the word you said, Jarrett? Yeah, that.
Yeah. He's pretty reserved when it comes to that stuff. So. I don't know. I think he's right. I think Penske really should have kept his mouth shut, but gives us something to talk about. And that's all that really matters for us.
Yeah. Wow. What you guys think of the comments there?
Which comments? Those
I think he's just defending his team, to be honest. Being obviously biased.
Oh yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, Kamikaze. Just what were your thoughts on
those comments specifically?
Yeah,
I think, man, Roger, that's quite the interesting thing you got to say there, man. Because This ain't the first time that this has happened out of the Penske camp. Not by a long shot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You want to tell me, Roger? You want to tell me a certain driver of the 22, not even in the Cup Series, but Xfinity, who did literally exactly what you're talking about last year? You want to tell me how he actually has an Xfinity ride as a result of this, and isn't just stuck in trucks forever, or doesn't have a ride in general? You want to tell me,
right.
Roger? You want to preach? Preaching at me like some kind of pure, unmolested bastion of virtue. Penske Racing, the bastion of I can't talk, the bastion of virtue. Absolutely not.
Holy crap. I know I sound like a broken record, but hell, another super chat, guys. $4.99. Shout out to the Bombeto. I'm biased to Logano because he's from Connecticut, LMAO. Sorry. Love the stream. Always trying to support it. Appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot for that. But back to Junior's comments. I was just really surprised and stuff. And he said them on his podcast. And I gotta be honest, like the only reason I so as much as just glance at the podcast for even like a minute or two is just because it's Junior on there. And I don't know, it's just they usually just talk about, the week's races and like other stuff and what happened, but he never really says anything like controversial, even like just a little bit to a certain extent. Like I don't know, I was just surprised by that. But yeah, like Jared said, I guess it gives us something to talk about pretty much all week. We're talking about it right now. Yeah, I'll take that. So the next thing, Jarrett, shout out to Jarrett again for getting this statistic. Logano is the 9th driver in the history of NASCAR to win at both Martinsville and Dega in the same year. And when was it done last?
Oh God, wasn't it last year with Brad Keselowski?
That's right, it was. I think that's right.
I mean,
yeah, I think
I can double check. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. But and then I know before that there was I had this written down, so I don't know why. Okay, so the other drivers that have done this. Cale Yarborough did it in 78. Darrell Waltrip in 82. Earnhardt is the only one of two to do it twice, 83 and 91. Gant, interestingly enough, did it in 91 as well. 93, Ernie Irvan did it. The other driver other than Dale Earnhardt to do it twice, Jeff Gordon, 96 and 05. Jimmy Johnson in 06. Keselowski last year, Logano this year, and it looks like Darian.
Oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? This is just a super chat podcast at this point. Holy crap! Shout out to Kens, man, for the $10 donation. Let's see what he has to say. Love the content you put out. Appreciate that. Been watching NASCAR since 1999. This weekend was just racing. I don't blame Truex for being ticked, but Logano did what he needed to do. It's racing. Doesn't mean I like Joey Logano. Yeah, same here. I'm not really a big fan of his and stuff, but I don't know. Just I guess you could say I just call him like I see him, I guess. But yeah, thanks for the $10 one, man. Oh, it's crazy. It's a crazy one tonight. But yeah, you were saying?
I just finished out that stat line. But yeah, so Logano joined. I'd say let me find it really quick. I'd say of these drivers that he's joining, the least prestigious name on there is Ernie Irvan.
That's saying a lot.
Cale Yarborough, Darrell Waltrip, Dale Earnhardt, Harry Gant, Ernie Irvan, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of big names right there. I mean, Ernie Irvan's the least notable. I mean, still has 15 career wins and stuff, and might have had a championship too had he not gotten hurt.
Now, what I find really interesting too is so there's the standalone with Yarborough in 78, Darrell Waltrip 82, Earnhardt 83. Then fast forward a bit, Jimmy Johnson 05, or Jeff Gordon 05, Jimmy Johnson 06. Now Keselowski 17, Logano 18. So it's like to happen 2 years in a row as well. It's pretty abnormal for the most part. And I guess that's when they've been recording it. I don't know if there's anything like in the before the modern era, but yeah, that is an impressive list to join. Obviously, before the plates is a different story on how to win, Daytona, Talladega. But at the same time, there's not really much more to say other than it's a great list to be on. And Darian, you should have been the one to find this stat line, seeing how it would have helped your argument a lot better earlier.
Wait, which one? Which one? I have a ton of arguments.
Yeah, with the Logano top 3 one.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, good list. And yeah.
I mean, I didn't look it up. That's why I got you, because you basically helped me. So appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
All right, so on to the next topic. Just to prove how dominant Ford's been all season, Ford has locked up the most manufacturers' wins already. It's kind of early in the season, wouldn't you say, Jarrett? It's a little bit early in the season to lock up the wins, or this is like right around the time that it usually happens?
It always depends. I mean, like Chevy in 07, I think Hendrick Motorsports alone won 18 races, so they had that locked up like that. I'm just looking on here because I don't know what the manufacturer standings are, because I know that manufacturer wins compared to the
well, it's pretty self-explanatory. I think Ford's first, Toyota's second, and Chevy's just a distant third.
Let's just say this: last 2 years, it's been Toyotas that have won the manufacturer championship. Then, from 15 on all the way back to 2003, it's been Chevy. The last time Ford won a manufacturer's championship, 2002. Interestingly enough, they did not win the driver championship that year, though. That went to
Pontiac.
Pontiac.
Don't remind me.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah,
Tony, woo!
oh yeah,
Now-
that's right. That's right. Mark. Oh, go ahead.
At the same time, the 2 years that Toyota has won the championship, Truex was the only one in those 2 years to win the championship. And then you look at Chevrolet. Chevrolet failed to win the championship when they won the manufacturer's title in 2015, 2012, 2004, and 2003. So winning the manufacturer championship does not guarantee you in any point system that you will win the driver's championship.
Yeah, that's right. 2002, Mark Martin's probably his best shot at winning a title, but then he just got taken away. Yeah, so
Thank you, Talladega.
yeah. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Mark Martin was Kamikaze's favorite driver. And damn.
And like D-Ray in the chat points out, Ford hasn't won a driver's championship since Kurt Busch did in 2004, the inaugural year of the chase.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's really been that long. Wow. Damn, so I haven't seen Ford win a driver's title since first grade.
In that time, let's see. Chevy's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 championships. Dodge won 1, and Toyota won 1.
Wow, Dodge only won 1?
Yeah, Dodge only won 1 championship in NASCAR. So, yeah, but I mean, it's granted, Ford had a few years there where like the only good team they had really was Roush, and really once Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards started, leave. Once they left, it was pretty much over.
I just want to point something out real quick. Chevy's only won how many races this year? 4? 1 with Dillon, 3 with Chase?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm just dumbfounded.
Yeah. Granted, the teams haven't been as good this year. The drivers, there's been a lot of drivers that have been dropping out, but yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It just shows. I mean, I don't know. Chevy's just had a tough year. I mean, Hendrick. I mean, I like honestly, I think it really points out how talented Chase is here. I mean, yes, he does have 3 wins, but Hendrick as a whole, they're just not what they used to be right now. They're still working out some things and stuff, especially with all these notable crew chief swaps between the 48 and the 24. And also, I don't know. My opinion is they need a brand new crew chief for the 88. I don't know. Greg Ives. I think it's just he's welcome to stay over on that team and stuff. Just some of the adjustment calls he's made just haven't been the best. Now, granted, they did make the playoffs this year, and when in Junior's final season in 2017 they didn't. So it is improvement, but once again, I mean, this playoff system just promotes mediocrity and stuff. So you don't have to be all that great to get in anyways. But I don't know, it just shows that Chase Elliott, I mean, 2019, when 2019 comes, if Hendrick and Chevy can get their act together, Chase Elliott, I could see easily get 6 or 7 wins. No problem. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but I mean, I could easily see that happening, no problem there. But yeah, so congrats to Ford on locking out manufacturers' wins. And now we are moving on to playoff standings. Jarrett, give us the rundown.
All right, 1 second. Let me turn on my phone. There we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. Again, another super chat.
Hey,
Jeez.
Bailing me out again.
Yes. Inside Uranus. Again, this is his 3rd one, I think, in the same stream. So shout out to him. We will witness history. Jimmy Johnson won't win. Yeah, that's right. He didn't win at Martinsville. I think he got a top 10. But yeah, that was probably his last best shot to win. Unless some magic, some miracle happens at Homestead where he's going to be running his rookie year paint scheme, by the way. And it's going to be Lowe's final win. I mean, that would be a good going out party for Lowe's and Chad Knaus, for those two working together for one last race, I guess. But yeah, I don't see that happening. But yeah, thanks for I think it was the 3rd super chat today inside Uranus, donating what is now $6, I believe. So I appreciate that. So yeah, Jarrett, give us the rundown on the playoffs.
All right, as we all know, Joey Logano's in. So don't have to look at
Yeah.
What? He's in?
Bad finish.
don't have to look at him now for the next 2 weeks with any of this. So Kyle Busch is 46 points above his brother.
He's
So
basically locked in, though. Pretty much, I would say.
It would have to take a miracle for him not to be. Okay. Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr. are tied 25 points above the cutoff line. Below that cutoff line, 25 points, Kurt Busch, like I said before. Below him, another 6 points, so 31 points back, Chase Elliott. Below him is 63 back, so that'd be 42 points back? Yeah, 42 points back for Kamikaze's favorite driver, Clint Boyer. And 8 points behind him, a total of 50 points out, Eric Almirola. So basically, everyone is either in the guys above the cutoff line are in a maintain. Everyone below is basically in pretty much must win.
Man, let's just give Eric Almirola a huge shout out there. Him and that 10 team. My gosh, that 10 team, like you said a season ago, they were going to eventually make it to the round of 8 there after 5 years of Danica. Bust Patrick. I don't know. Like I would have said, I think they would just be lucky to be in the playoffs again. But my goodness, I mean, it's really good to see what that team has done in just basically less than a year. I mean, what a difference a year makes. I mean, he's not gonna make the Final Four. How far is he back again? Did you say
50? But if he does manage to win, which again, dude, this is the crap. Modern day NASCAR point system. Don't underestimate the dumbest stuff happening.
Yeah, I mean, he might. Yeah,
he was leading in Phoenix earlier this year.
What, during a green flag lap, or he was legit leading?
It was after the restart because I remember Byron and Almirola took 2 and everyone else took 4.
Mm-hmm.
Byron led for I think 10 laps, Almirola 20, and then I don't know what happened after that. But it happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and ISM now has been completely redone. So that one there is a mystery that I don't think many people are actually like looking at as a mystery.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Clint Boyer. I mean, I'm still really surprised he didn't run better this week or last week at Martinsville. I don't know. Like, he had the win in the spring and stuff. I figured at worst, I mean, his worst possible case scenario would have been a top 10. I thought he would have been one of those up there battling for the win. But then
the only driver in these last 8 that 1 didn't finish in the top 11 and 2 didn't finish on the lead lap. He was 21st lap down, while Logano won, Truex 3rd, Kyle Busch 4th, Kurt Busch 6th, Chase Elliott 7th, Kevin Harvick 10th, and Almirola 11th.
And also, this is another thing to point out. Him and Johnson have had run-ins for 2 weeks in a row now. They've had run-ins at Kansas, and then I think Johnson, at least on the replay, Johnson was 3 wide between Suarez and Boyer, and he just didn't back off. He just didn't back off there and stuff. He just held his line and heading into the turn, just clips Boyer and spins him. I don't know. You think like I don't know. You think there might be a little something going on there, or not really.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, I really don't.
Yeah, I really don't see it either. But oh yeah, and speaking of Johnson, some news this week. Well, actually, some news came out during the race. Before the race, during the pre-race show. So Johnson has a new sponsor, and I don't know if you can really call it a new sponsor or an old sponsor here, but yeah. So Jimmy Johnson is teaming up, and the 48 team are teaming up with Ally Bank, and this is unheard of nowadays. Ally Bank is going to sponsor every single race for the next 2 years. I was like, I don't know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like nowadays, like that's unheard of. You've never, and oh my goodness, what?
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Oh my gosh! Again, and another one. I got 2. Holy crap! I don't know what's going. I still don't know what's going on tonight, guys. I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, reading for these people. They earned it.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we got 2 here. So let's begin. So A24 Rocks. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. He said in his, I don't know if you guys discussed it yet, but if not, did you guys see the videos from the 2019 testing at Atlanta today? It looked like IROC racing with cup cars.
Really? I have yet to check that out.
I did not see that. 1 second. You don't have to put another super chat, but just put in the chat where it was at, and then I'll just look it up.
Atlanta. He said Atlanta.
Super chat.
Well, yeah, I mean like YouTube, Twitter.
Oh,
Reddit.
yeah. Put it in the super chat. But all I know is that what?
I specifically
Put it in the super chat.
Super chat, but okay.
Wait. Put it in a super chat. That's what I said.
Yeah. Put it in a super chat.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I misspoke. What I was reading another super chat and I said, yeah, put it in a super chat. No, just put it in. Don't just put it in as a regular chat. Sorry. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, all I know is that Las Vegas, they're supposed to have some tests in December, so I can't wait for that. I get to see this package up close. So yeah, we'll have to see what goes on with that. And also Auto Rocking Racing 94, who has actually been a subscriber since 2016, way back when this channel was just gaming. I remember those days. So I appreciate the $5 super chat there. He says, fun fact about Truex in 2018. Oh yeah, I read this. He has 19 top 10 finishes, and all of them were top 5s. Keep up the good work as usual, and Cole Witt will never get a top 10. That was random.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I knew that Kyle Busch was nearly doing that, and I knew Harvick was nearly doing that. I didn't realize that Truex had kept it going so long. That's
some NASCAR Thunder 2004 type stats right there. 19 top 5s and 19 top 10 finishes. I don't know, like, well, at least in the one I'm playing right now, Tony Stewart's the points leader in my first year on the NASCAR and the career mode on that game, and he has like 10 wins and like 20 top 5s and 21 top 10s, like something crazy. And I think he has an average finish of like 5.7. I don't know, something insane like that. I don't know. Those are only like numbers that you see in like video games and stuff. And I was really shocked to see that. So he's had finishes of 1st through 5th, but he has yet to have finishes of 6th through 10th.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I remember the year, I think 15, when Junior had 16 top 5s and like 23 or 22 top 10s. And I was like, wow, that's pretty damn consistent when it comes to being in the top 5 when you're in the top 10. It's like, no, this is that there has to be some sort of stat that hasn't happened before with that many top 5s and top 10s. I hope he does it all the way for the rest of the year now that I've heard it.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to make a good seasons video on that and say like, yeah, he had well, actually, you know, Bobby Labonte in his 2000 championship season, I believe he had 25. I think it was 20 or 25 top 5s and 27 top 10s. It was a lot. I mean, it was pretty close. I don't know. Just look that up. I know I said his stats in the video, but what was that?
I said I'm on it.
All right, yeah. So
I want to say real quick. Don Bender, I believe that's what his name, actually asked a good question. What are the point standings after Martinsville if this was the old championship standings?
Which old one? The
actual,
the old consistent ones. Yeah, the old consistent ones.
I'll look that up too while I'm at it.
All right,
all right.
Right. Okay, so of 2000 for Bobby Labonte, he had 4 wins, 19 top 5s, 24 top 10s. Nowadays, that probably actually wouldn't get you a championship.
Yeah, probably not. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It did the job back then. It did the job back then, though.
Let's see. The points, if we had a full series point standings, Kyle Busch would lead by 36 over Kevin Harvick.
Oof.
36? I thought it was
Yeah.
closer.
Kyle Busch had more stage points and a higher finish this week. But and this is the big thing. I'm looking at the current standings right now. Alex Bowman, realistically, he is only 9 points behind Jimmy Johnson. He could finish out of Jimmy Johnson. Johnson currently 13th in points.
Wow.
Wait, I got a question. Hold on. Don't points reset also for all of them after, like, during Homestead, right? So the highest finisher that was in the playoffs, right?
They just do the full 10 with that. It's odd.
Oh, okay.
Because right now, Blaney's leading outside of the top 8. Then Keselowski, Hamlin, Larson, Johnson, Bowman, Eric Jones, and Austin Dillon. And it's like there's a gap, too, between who's been really good in the playoffs and who hasn't. The 3 that have been good, Blaney, Keselowski, Hamlin. And then there's about, 34-point gap to Larson, Johnson, and them. And Larson 6 ahead of Johnson. Johnson is 9 ahead of Bowman. Bowman 5 ahead of Jones. Jones 2 ahead of Dillon. So our weekly dosage of saying how this system is a joke.
Pretty much. I don't know. Like I said before, it just promotes mediocrity, but I don't know. I guess that's what the sports wants, I assume.
Yeah,
But
funny.
yeah, what's that? What's
My
that?
friends were talking about NASCAR and how it's coming here, and I'm like, oh, you know NASCAR is a playoff system? They said, what?
Yeah,
Why does NASCAR have a playoff system?
Exactly. I try to explain it to people, and they're confused too. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I had the same problem when I tried to explain to a few of my friends in high school. I'm like, yeah, they do this, and this. They're like, wait, go back on. So you make it in if you just win? It's like, yeah.
And they're like,
So
that's like stupid.
Well, and it's like, they're like, wait a minute. So Jeff Gordon wouldn't win, but he could be way up in points, but a guy in 30th could make it? Yeah, pretty much. Wow, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
It is. I know.
I told them, I was like, yeah, there's playoff system. There's something called rounds, and they're like, Ramos, don't tell me because it's already dumb. So just don't tell me.
Just wouldn't even bother.
I was like, all right. I mean, you're right.
All right, so really quick, back on topic. So before I got that those 2 awesome super chats, by the way, thank you guys. So like I was saying, Ally Bank is going to be teaming up with the 48 team Hendrick Motorsports and Jimmy Johnson for 2019 and 2020, sponsoring every race for 2 years, and that's insane. And this company already has history with Hendrick Motorsports. It used to be GMAC. And the same company that sponsored the late Ricky Hendrick, and also Brian Vickers' 2003 championship season in the Busch Series, and also sponsoring him in 2006 as well in his final year in Hendrick with the Cup Series. Believe me, I remember that paint scheme really well as a junior fan, especially Talladega.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. Oh, my Lord.
He's a rich boy.
Jeez. Oh, my gosh. Like, we keep having to stop every time because, like, we're getting so many super chats. I love it. Oh, yeah. Blue Jimmy 48 fan. I know who he is. He's an awesome YouTuber. Everyone go subscribe to his channel. Thank you for the $20 donation. He says, love the streams every week. You all make me happy. Heart emoji and heart face. Sorry about my inactivity on Twitter. My account suspended since I was in conflict with Rovio. Is that how you say that?
That sucks.
I don't know, Rovio. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know. Hopefully, I got that right. I think my channel also died with Ally as the sponsor. LOL. Oh yeah, because Blue Jimmy 48 fan. So yeah, you might have to change that up there. Yeah, purple Jimmy 48 fan. If they change that. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, but thanks, man. I appreciate the super chat. But anyways,
Look, I want to address something I'm seeing a lot from a few people in the chat. I started a new job recently. That's why I haven't had the 50 Shades of Grey reaction. When I get time off, I will set up a day. I will do it. It might not be a live stream, but it will happen, and you will see me probably cringe into a ball.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You still gotta do that stuff.
I haven't forgot. I'm mad that I haven't done it yet, so I'll get it done.
All right,
I
but
want a live reading of 50 Shades. I think that'd be entertaining.
There is actually, we should have it with Gilbert Gottfried reading it.
Please. That would be amazing.
All right. So, anyways, GMAC, they used to sponsor Hendrick and stuff. Long story short, and then they changed the company to Ally Bank, and I think it was 2010, I believe. And yeah, now they're back as a sponsor and stuff. And just their reactions on Twitter again, I don't get some of you NASCAR fans at all. There was one person on there, a tweet that I quoted, by the way, saying, "Oh, this is why NASCAR is out of touch. Y'all could have had Gatorade, Pepsi, Red Bull, or whatever, and those and those paint schemes would have looked way better." My God, geez, come on, man! Like, that's not how sponsorship works. It's not like he had a bunch lining up at his door and there was an audition and he got to choose. So this is just NASCAR fans. Some NASCAR fans have to be some of the most ungrateful people or ungrateful sports fans in all of sports. There is a company here that has had history in the sport before. They are willing to come back in a different path, in a different way. And they just put in 2 years. They just invested 2 years into one of the best teams in the league still. I guess you could say one of the most historic teams in the entire sport for 2 years, sponsoring every single race for 2 years. And you guys can still complain? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, no, go, Jared.
My thoughts on it is one, I don't get the complaining either, but I mean, I'd been asking for a while, and everyone's just like, "Oh, well, I've seen it around," but there had never been a substantial claim that Gatorade or Red Bull was going to be the one sponsoring him. And on top of the sponsorship from Mountain Dew and PepsiCo, that sort of already took Red Bull out of it. I guess we probably should have thought about the companies who have had different relationships with Hendrick before, seeing which ones were interested in coming back in the past. So it's not all that surprising. What I'm surprised at is the fact that they're doing it for the full season. Because aside from Pennzoil and Shell with Joey Logano, granted, I know they have the Auto Club scheme, but that's sort of along with it. That is a good thing. That is really good that they can replace a full-time, full-year sponsorship and have a full-year sponsorship for 2 straight years. So I'm happy about it. Beggars can't be choosers, and I really hope they have an awesome purple scheme. So I like purple.
Yeah, I've seen some custom ones and stuff. I don't know. They look pretty good. Kamikaze?
It's good that he got a sponsor. I'm shocked that it's the full season, though. Like
2 full seasons.
Not just this, 2 full seasons. That's what I'm shocked about. I mean, like next year, sure, but they're thinking all the way ahead of 2020. So that's interesting to say the least. So yeah, good for NASCAR. Very, just in general.
All right, IDK.
I just like the fact that they got a sponsorship. I mean, he kind of took the words out of my mouth. Like, another full year? Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care about the sponsorship, to be honest. I'm just happy they got a sponsorship. Yeah, it would have been nice to see Gatorade. I thought that would have been pretty cool to see Gatorade.
That would have been perfect. Yeah.
But the purple car, probably a bunch of memes about making it look like Barney and all that stuff. But I still think it's going to look pretty cool. I'm happy they're in NASCAR. Not a lot of sponsors are staying with NASCAR nowadays. And not a lot of sponsors seem to want to really invest in the NASCAR. Like, we all kind of wrapped around Click and Close coming to Bubba Wallace, but they've been, 2 or 3 races?
Yeah, the deal was supposed to be like 2 or 3, something like that. I don't know. They've only been on for a few. But yeah, it was never full-time.
Yeah, so I mean, we have seen other sponsorships like this year, Dude Wipes, which I actually might use for school. And
wait, which one?
Dude Wipes for Matt DiBenedetto. I saw
Oh, okay.
sponsorship on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, I could so use these. So yeah, we have seen some sponsorships, but it's nice to see a bigger company come in, step up.
All right.
I have no idea what Dude Wipes is, and it just sounds like a glorified toilet paper. I swear.
Oh my God, it is.
All right, so shout out to Rasheem Stewart for the $2.50 donation. He says, fan of NASCAR since 1985. Favorite all-time race? I don't know. It's
Danny
it's a
let
tough
us
one.
know he's not going to be probably not going to be here tonight due to work. So
Damn. So yeah. So unfortunately, two of our regular podcast panel members, Eric's not here because he's in class right now, and it's a Tuesday. Usually, always fits in with the schedule on Wednesdays. And Danny B, he was gonna be here, but then 7 minutes before he had to leave, there was a customer that came in, and he had to, I guess, stay at work. Like,
no.
that's brutal. I was
Not
like,
a
damn.
customer. No.
I was like, damn, that's brutal. I mean, that's brutal there. But
something funny.
Yeah.
On here, we have more people watching us right now than the dumpster fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have 104. We got 184. And while we're at it, click the like button. We need a better ratio. I want to have more likes than the dumpster fire has viewers.
Yes, lick the like button, guys. How many likes are we up to right now?
We're only up to 76.
What? We got 100.
We're at Dale Earnhardt's win total. We should be at David Pearson's.
We are at 185 viewers currently watching right now, and it's been up and down all night. And we're only at 76 likes. Come on, guys, let's lick that like button there.
I just went so basic there. Anyway, we're going back to favorite race. I'm gonna be biased with it because it's not an all around great race. 2012 Quicken Loans 400. I was there. It was an awesome race for me. So that's my favorite race ever.
Damn, I'd probably. Yeah, because we got a super chat asking. So in the super chat asks a question, you have to answer it. IDK.
Make it like a top 5 because having to.
Just favorite race, just a one race.
This is not confirmed because I've been to and seen a bunch of races I love, but 2011. Wait, is this watching like going to the race?
Just any race, just any race.
All right, I'm gonna be biased, obviously. So, 2011, Homestead, Miami, watching Fat Boy Tony Stewart win the championship. My favorite driver, and I'm 10 years old and seeing this. Oh my gosh! And the rain coming in at the last second, and I felt like personally that was the best race, including watching it. Just to all the drama that happened in the stands with my family. Not gonna get into that. Getting into like just watching Tony Stewart come off the turn 4 and knowing that he won the championship. My little 10-year-old butt. I thought it was awesome.
All right, Kamikaze.
2016 Mid-Ohio Challenge, just because it was the most unpredictable race I've ever seen in my life.
Wow, that's random.
I might have voted an entire review to that single race after it happened. So, I mean, I haven't watched it since, so it might not look as good now. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that's my favorite race.
I've been looking in the chat, and we got 2018 Kansas, 2017 600, 85 Southern 500, 2013 Auto Club 400, 2011 Ford 400, 2018 at the Glen, 2013 Auto Club again, 98 500, 11 at Homestead again.
Yeah, I like all my Homestead fans.
2012 Bud Shootout, 2018 Chicagoland. That was a great race. 2018 New Hampshire. Worst race, 2015 Homestead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Small Daytona 5. Wow. I can't read all of them, guys, but there's a good variety in there. I know I can tell a lot of the younger viewers have the last few years like 13 on, maybe 11 on, but I like the little disparity there. I'm gonna have to watch a few of them. 07 500. That's a good one. But yeah.
So this is kind of funny. We were just talking about something positive about NASCAR. Oh, favorite races and all that stuff. Well, now we have to get to the negatives. Ratings, unfortunately.
Man,
yeah.
1% drop.
Yeah, Jarrett, explain that to us, man. Explain the situation.
Okay. A lot of people, and a few of us on the panel even made this mistake before the show, think that, it was only down 0.3 of a point, so it's not that bad. Well, 2005, we're down from a 5.0 to a 4.7. It wouldn't be really as bad. That'd only be like I'm not even gonna think because I think that it's actually worse than I thought it'd be. But still, it's not that bad. But when you look at a 1.3 from a 1.6, that's a pretty big drop.
I said
divided up.
I said in the beginning, well, before the podcast, at first I said, oh, well, that's not that bad. But then you gave me the math. It's pretty bad.
Well, and I see in the chat, all motorsports having ratings problems. Yeah, but again, that's not, that's not to say, though, that this is good. Like, that's
NASCAR
not against this. It's the only sport, aside from the NFL, that's free-falling right now.
NASCAR pretty much sets the tone, in my opinion, for all motorsports in terms of ratings going. I mean, NASCAR is the most watched sport, or I was about to say most watched sport in America. That was hilarious. Most watched motorsport in America and stuff. And even though, I mean, yeah, but just the ratings drop off, man, just compared to years past. I remember me and Jarrett I think it was last Friday, you gave me like this old tweet. You showed us this old tweet from Jeff Gluck talking about the ratings from the 2010 fall Charlotte race.
Let me see if I'm going to scroll back up in our chat. You can tell them about it, but I'll read it if I can go up and find it.
Yeah, this is how bad. This is where NASCAR used to be, guys. So that race had a 3.5 television rating. And back then, that was considered a problem. That was like, oh, NASCAR's dropping, man. Oh, we dropped to a 3.5.
Yeah, here we are. Okay, Charlotte TV ratings. ABC got a 3.2 in Saturday night. Last year, a 3.5. Not down as much as other chase races because it was on ABC. Now, I went back and I looked. So, because this was talking about the Kansas race, how it was a 1.8. The opening race of the chase in 2011 got a 1.8 as well. Only difference, it started at 10:30 on a Monday morning because of rain. So I went back and I looked at all the Kansas ratings from 2005, which was the peak, to now. 05, 4.5, 06, 4.0, 07, due to rain on ABC, was a 2.8, so that doesn't really count. 08, 3.5. 09, 3.2. 10, 2.7. Now it went up again in 2011 to a 3.1. Basically stayed even with a 3.0 and 12, then down to a 2.6 and 13, 14 and 2.3, which was on these were all on ESPN from 10 to 14. 15 was on NBC, so it increased to a 2.5. Then it was on NBC again, 16, 2.1. NBC Sports Network in 2017, 1.7 rating. This past year on NBC, a 1.7 rating again, but viewership is down. The net loss. Get ready.
Oh, gosh.
2.22% drop in viewership from the peak.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Why did it have to come to this? It was so good. Things used to be so great.
I'm not going to say it's the end of the world. I'm not going to say that the sport's going to die next year.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
It's still better than, I don't know, WNBA? Whatever.
No. Okay, that's disrespectful. No way. Come on now. WNBA. Dude, their ratings. Oh my gosh. Don't do that.
It's still the most watched one it's still the most watched in Motorsport in America.
You just compared the ratings to WNBA. How disrespectful.
As I said, it's not the WNBA. It's not like it's that low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jesus, man. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Gosh, you got to watch what you say sometimes, though, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was like, what?
Blake, let me finish my point first. God. What I'm saying is it's really bad. It could be a lot worse. Let's not make excuses for it. Because the whole, everything is down. Yeah, everything is down, but we're falling faster. That is a problem. It's unsustainable. So that's my take. Anyone else?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Like, I saw some people in the chat say, well, other people, they're, watching the races, via not TV, they're streaming them online and stuff like that too. I'm like, yeah, good point. But wouldn't NASCAR, if they were, if they had some logic, wouldn't they decide, hey, let's start streaming some of these races as well? Let's work out a deal with some of our television partners here. Let's work out some kind of deal here. I mean, I know NBC Sports has a YouTube channel, and so does Fox Sports. Why don't we start streaming on those races, and we'll get a ton of views that way? Nope. Let's just keep having the ratings fall, I guess, and nobody just tune into the sport at all. I
I
guess.
was going to say
Just as long as we get that money, I'm assuming. Go ahead, IDK.
I do have something to say because I am a young fan. All right, I'm 17 years old, but sometimes on Sunday I go from the races and I go and watch like other stuff, or I go play Call of Duty, okay, or NASCAR. Yes, during the races, even if it's a race I don't like. But sometimes when I'm just sitting here on my bed playing Call of Duty, I'll look for a illegal stream to watch, and they'll be having like sometimes 4,000, 5,000 people watching, and I'm like, sometimes they'll be taken down, sometimes the screen are smaller and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, if they just, I'm telling you, if they would have just made like a YouTube channel, just have it televised from there, like off YouTube or something like that. People, you already know, this generation loves video games, okay? Usually while we're playing video games, we watch what? Videos. While I'm playing video games, I'm definitely gonna be watching this race from my phone while the race is going on, if I can't watch it from YouTube. So
Yeah, good points. Yeah,
I
good
get
points
that
there.
from my point of view too.
Yeah, I see your points there. I could totally understand that. I don't know. It's just NASCAR's got to try something different here. Kamikaze, you've been quiet on this.
On this, well, what annoys me the most is whenever, people say like everything else is down. But when you look at just like, it's like the thing is, the reason I don't say anything is because everyone else covers everything. All right. I don't want to just repeat everyone because you're all saying the same thing that I would say. So like when you were discussing from like 2010 to now, how far NASCAR has fallen, and like only just now NFL started falling. NBA was doing okay. I think they're down this year a bit. What else is televised? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just there's got to be something that that they can do. I mean, they had it under control. That's the thing that always kind of irked me about about the fact that ESPN didn't want back in, because if you notice, ESPN subscription rates dropped dramatically when they announced that they, like, after their final NASCAR race in 2014, their subscription rates in 2015 dropped at like more than they have been before and after that. So I think a lot of people had ESPN and cable specifically for NASCAR, and when it's on a more lesser seen channel, they're not gonna pick it up. They had it under control. For the numbers from 2010 to 2013 were about the same, right? So I just kind of wish that in hindsight they could have kept it the same. As much as I didn't like TNT, and as much as ESPN was hit or miss, I think what they had before, people finally got used to. And I think that we're going to see the same thing in the next year or two with this current contract.
Oh, look at that. Surprise, surprise. Another super chat. Nicholas Blair with the $1.99 super chat. Thanks, buddy. He says, love the podcast. Keep up the amazing work. Thanks, man. We appreciate that. And
Thanks for watching.
sorry there's only 2 of the regular panel on tonight. Like I said, the other 2 are busy tonight. I don't know. I know Danny B's hurting, though, because, again, he was 7 minutes. Like, he was 7 minutes away from coming home to be on with us. But then this lady just showed up out of nowhere. It was like, it's just interested in buying a car at, like, what is it over there in Tennessee? Like 8 o'clock, like, I don't know, like 8 o'clock over there or something like that.
My time.
I don't know about you guys, but in the thick of the night is when I like to drive cars. All right. When I'm buying my next big investment in the motor vehicle world, it needs to be pitch black outside before I am.
You're gonna piss someone off, though. You're gonna piss someone off. You're gonna piss the buyer or the person selling you the car off. I guarantee you, because Danny's pissed. Yeah. He's pissed about that.
Getting ready to walk out, has everything ready. Oh, excuse me, I'd like to buy this car.
Yeah.
That's when you go on break at the last second.
You know how long it takes to buy cars too. It's like a process.
Yeah. It's a while.
I have a question for you guys. I'm just really curious from my standpoint. What is your guys' favorite Daytona 500 and worst NASCAR race you've ever watched? Let's start with the favorite Daytona 500 one first before everyone.
Okay, the fan in me says 2014 because that's the only one I watched. That junior one. If I want the strictly like best racing wise, 2005. I'm gonna take. I like 2005 over 7.
Ready for this? This is the young fan of me coming out. My favorite Daytona 500 has to be the 2012 Daytona 500. So much stuff happened, and it was just, in my standpoint, amazing. To the point, it was so late, I didn't even get to watch the finish until 3 in the morning. When I just woke up randomly. I just thought that was awesome. 2012 Monday night.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you there. I was going to say 2004, the Fan of Me and stuff, but I don't know. Just looking back, just that Daytona 500 was, if Junior didn't win that one, that would probably be considered the most boring Daytona 500 of all time. There was a few wrecks here and there and stuff, and Michael Waltrip flipped, and there was a big one. But then after that, there was just a straight green flag run to the checkered, and there was only 2 or 3 cars in contention towards the end. Everyone was separated. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if that would be really all up there if Junior didn't win that one. But I was gonna say 2005 because I remember watching that one as a kid and stuff and thinking wow, this is just an amazing finish and great racing all around all day. And it also had some wrecks here and there. But I don't know. I have to agree with you, man. The 2012 Daytona 500, that was probably the best one I've ever seen. Because first of all, I thought that race was going to be on a Monday afternoon, during the when I was at school. But then, when I was at school, and I was in middle school at the time, so I was like, oh man, I'm going to miss the 500. And then my mom called me this morning. She was like, yeah, they're going to run it at night. I was like, oh, thank goodness, perfect. So then I get home as soon as I can and stuff, and it's just Monday night Daytona 500. I'm like, wow, and
you can't
the racing was pretty.
Just saying it,
Yeah, and then you had good racing and stuff, and there were some crashes here and there and all that, and there were some battles for the lead, and also Kansas. Kansas.
Danny's calling. Danny's calling.
We care about Juan Pablo.
Well, I'm gonna answer, and then he won't be able to hear you, so don't try and talk over him, okay?
All right. So Danny B, call in, y'all.
Hello.
Hey, it's Danny B here. I'm on speaker. Just want to give our loyal followers the update that I finally have left work, even though I was supposed to have been off at nearly over 2.5 hours ago.
Damn.
So, any chance you might be able to be on? The chat's starting to go wild with Danny B memes.
Starting to what?
Chat's starting to go wild with Danny B memes.
Oh, fun. Yeah, there might be a chance I can be on just for a little bit. I hate this. It seems like the nights that I have nothing going on, it is so dead and nothing is happening. But it's a night where I'm actually scheduled to be off in time to make it in time for the podcast. Someone literally came in 7 minutes before I was supposed to leave, and now here I am.
That's when you go to the bathroom.
IDK said that's when you go to the bathroom.
Huh?
IDK says that's when you go to the bathroom.
Well, it'd be fine if it wasn't perfected. I'm training of someone. It was their customer, so I've got to be there.
Oh
my gosh.
It's a little ridiculous right now. I'll just be pissed if I have to miss the final one. I do not want to miss that.
We'll make sure to get everything planned out in advance for that one.
That's the thing. The way my job is, I had it planned out. I should have been home. I can't plan anything. I'm really scared and don't know what to do. I don't know where it's going to stand for the future. I want to stay associated with our show because I was one of the first ones to help start it, but it's getting ridiculous in my work.
Hey, wait. Tell him what car did he sell.
IDK's asking what car you sold.
Please be a Prius.
Huh?
IDK's asking what car you're selling.
Oh, no, that's the worst part. Didn't even buy anything. Wasted my
Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's the worst part. They might come in tomorrow. Should just come in tomorrow anyways.
Oh my god. The entire panel just blew up.
I've been so pissed tonight.
I'm sorry, man. Because IDK was like, please be a Prius. Please be a Prius.
I mean, it was
Hello?
for a hybrid, but still, it's like nothing. Like it'd be one thing if we did all that and they bought something. No, nothing was bought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Really quick, Carnation, clip this, please, if you're watching.
Gosh, I'm dead.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, man.
Well, I assume you guys have already done picks, so should I do mine?
No,
We actually haven't done
I
picks.
haven't done that yet.
Oh,
We've had a
okay.
lot of stuff that we've scrounged up on the internet. So you'll probably be in by the time we do that. So anything else or?
No, that's it. Just want to give you all an update on my life. I'm hungry, but that's about it.
The chat is pressing F to pay respects for you, man. Even
They
Jeffrey
better be.
Earnhardt.
They better be.
All right, man. We'll probably be on when you get home. So just let us know what's the deal with that, and we'll be good.
Well, if I missed the live show, at least I was able to. At least I have the opportunity to call in to my good pal, the Iceberg. But I hope I can be on. If not, I'll talk to you guys afterwards.
All right. Yeah, we'll probably be on after, so we'll be good.
Okay. Chat, y'all have fun. You might see me. I don't know. This is Danny B. signing out. Goodbye.
Later.
Hey, at least he was a potato. At least he was a potato for Halloween. I mean, I had a screenshot that
Oh
one.
my god.
He didn't
Oh my
even
god.
sell a car. That's messed up.
I'll just come in later whenever I feel like buying. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's messed up.
Danny B calls in.
I guess this is a lesson. From now on, I'm going to be very mindful of when I come in to buy a car because I see how pissed Danny B is now from like all that.
It's a life lesson, a very specific life lesson, but a life lesson nonetheless.
Yeah,
You know,
The more you know.
so Kamikaze, don't buy your car in the middle of the night, man.
You know what? I was just thinking, like, if I need to get a car, would like going in at midnight be the perfect time to like solidify some part of black magic that would, allow me to keep the car safe? Don't even get insurance because it's going to be just okay. I think if you go in midnight, it's like some sort of, what's it called? Fairy godmother level shit? I don't know.
I don't even think it would be open. It wouldn't even be open, I don't think.
no, I mean,
Unless you have that customer
You
that
never
comes
know
in
the
right
public
before.
service industry, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Danny B's the type of person to say, "Oh no problem. Come in anytime again." He turns his back. Are you? I am not
Pretty
gonna
much.
get paid because you didn't want to buy the car and kept me here. Like, Danny B said,
Pretty much, man. All right, so speaking of you, Kamikaze, there's some juicy stuff
Oh,
on
God.
So Kamikaze versus Reddit Volume Infinity. So apparently Reddit has said that they are banning all.
Well, they're thinking.
Oh, they're thinking. There's still, there's still ongoing debates about this on NASCAR Reddit. They're thinking about banning your boy himself, Kamikaze Games, on all Reddit. What do you call it? Threads.
All NASCAR Reddit. Yeah, you can't post Kamikaze videos and anything about him.
So
That's what they want.
Kamikaze has reached Alex Jones levels here, guys. Where he's completely from the
Oh, no.
right, man. Just Kamikaze. How do you feel about this accomplishment? What are your thoughts?
Man, I don't think you've made it until you've gotten banned from at least somewhere. Like, absolutely. I was thinking of just like posting to Twitter just free Tibet so I could get banned in China. Like, that's the easy way out. No, let's get banned from an entire subreddit. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Come on, man.
I just saw that, and I'm just because I actually first saw it from one of Reddit's other favorite darlings, David Land, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this can't be true." So I went on Reddit to find out, and it's like they're literally debating whether or not to ban all his videos and to ban like even mentioning him and stuff, and you just your comment gets deleted and you get kicked off or whatever is what some of them were saying, and the thing that made me laugh is David Land put on Twitter, he goes, if this happens, I'm going to make a Reddit account and post every Kamikaze video ever on there.
And then he'll get banned. I'm kind of surprised that David Land hasn't been banned first.
Well, does he even have an account? That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. something like that.
That's what I'm surprised about. Like, they hated David Land before it was cool to hate David Land. I mean, come on. I think they would have at least put through a procedure like this while they had the chance.
I
Strike
see
while
what
the
I don't
iron's
get.
hot.
What I don't get is them banning you, then they get rid of their 2 minutes of hate.
I know.
It's like, what are they gonna?
How will people get famous in my anti-Reddit videos now? I was DMing David Land a few weeks ago, and he said, and I told him, like, if we did like a show together or something, like the entire site would burn down. Like, and I'm thinking we should just do that. We should just do that. Just let the world burn. Let the internet just seethe. Let it seethe, and I'll just bask in the flames. I'll get a nice winter tan off the flames of hatred.
Oh, another one. Interrupted. Shut up. Another super chat. Blue Jimmy 48 fan, another $5 super chat. I appreciate that. I don't even know how many I've gotten tonight. I think it's over 10, something like that. But I appreciate you. I can't even speak. I'm so happy. I really appreciate you guys sending me the super chats. Thank you guys so much. Blue Jimmy 48 fan says, "Hey, look, Kamikaze getting banned from Reddit, and I get suspended from Twitter. Guess we're both bad." Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess so. But
we could be bad together.
But yeah, thank you so much, Blue Jimmy 48 fan, for the $5 super chat. Also, change it to purple, by the way. Just saying, you have to change it to purple for next season. But really quick, shout out to NASCAR Reddit, because I think they like me. So they like me though.
They do like you, which I don't understand.
How do you check this? I want to know if I'm wrong.
I just basically report in. I'll hop on there once a day, see what's up, be like, okay, I'm gonna log off for now.
Oh, I want to create a post. Yes. How do I do
Go
that?
for it.
You know, the thing is, I first discovered NASCAR Reddit because I didn't really know it was a thing. Like, it was a really big thing until my Steve Park video, which is now my most popular upload of 37,000 views. And once again, thank you guys for watching. And the thing is, I was expecting so much hate from it, but like, they were like, "Oh, I like his videos," but like,
they took kid gloves on you, man. It was odd.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, I'm a little surprised. I appreciate the love from NASCAR Reddit, though. But let's just say Kamikaze or David Land uploads that same video. I don't know if those reactions are the same and stuff. But
no, they're not. It wouldn't be.
Like, not even close. They were just like, they were so cool about it and stuff like that too. And by the way, never stop posting my stuff on Reddit. I love it. I love all.
Yeah, even when I had one of my missing rings on there, the Gordon one, even some of them still took the opportunity to take cheap shots at me. It's like, okay,
whatever. How do I post? How do I post? Okay, sign up.
Dude, it's pretty easy, man.
I think he does not know how Reddit works.
No, I've never been on this thing.
And this is what they're gonna take from the entire 2 hours we're on is, wow, look at this idiot, because they hate YouTubers. That's the thing. They hate NASCAR YouTubers with a passion.
God. Yeah.
Well, except for you, and then they're split on Eric. That's it.
What?
I've seen nothing but praise for Eric on there, man.
I've seen a bit of hate lately when they talk about YouTubers, and I'm like,
really?
how can you hate Eric Estep? He's like the nicest guy.
Yeah,
he's intelligent too about the sport. Like, it's not like I just don't get it.
He's the most neutral NASCAR YouTuber out of all of us. Like, he is so neutral that even sometimes I'm like, Eric, come on, you got to say something here. Like, say something controversial or something like that. Well, actually, it's funny that you said he's very knowledgeable, because yesterday on Twitter, there were some people who were calling him idiot, who were saying like, "Oh, you're."
He basically said what I said in my video, and I got a bunch of praise on my video.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't understand NASCAR fans.
Yeah. We love NASCAR fans, but I don't know. Some of y'all are just.
It's hard to figure y'all out.
Yeah,
like, it's the most dysfunctional relationship ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh man,
what we got now?
All right, so now, damn. So we are an hour and 30 minutes in, so we're on schedule here. So we usually don't get political on here, but when a political figure is when it's NASCAR related, then we have to talk about it. So Donald Trump made some comments about Brian France in his latest rally, I think. I don't know exactly what they were. I didn't write them down or anything like that. But basically, it was like, wait, hold up. Who does the best Donald Trump impression here? Jarrett, can you do a good one?
Donald J. Trump.
So just basically.
Let me find the exact quotes because I want to do it. I want to do it justice.
Yeah.
So,
I think Eric, or no, not Eric. I think Jarrett, he does a pretty good Donald Trump impression here. But yeah, basically, in short, like Eric, like I keep calling you Eric. I don't know why, but basically, Jarrett is gonna basically just give you guys a brief imitation of it. Basically, he was just in support of Brian France, saying, "Oh, he's so great for the sport. The Frances are running the sport so well. The NASCAR is basically like the NFL. Did you know that? Well, it used to be."
all right, let me. Let's see. All right,
go ahead, bro.
This is gonna be bad.
Carnation.
We love you. You know what I'm talking about. The France family and Brian France. I can't do it. We love you, Brian. Brian, get in there, Brian. Brian is gonna be in great shape. He's a tough winner. Dead serious.
Are we sure that this is his direct quotes, or is this a porn parody?
It's on motorsport.com.
Okay, it might be a porn parody.
No, you forgot the one last quote. I think it was like
the whole France family they're pretty good. That's like owning the entire NFL.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's like, no, stop bringing us up. Stop bringing us up, please. I will keep my thoughts out of this. I just stop. It only hurts us.
I just want to clarify something here. We're not like saying which side we're on or anything like that. We really don't care. But when it comes to NASCAR, it does not matter what side you're on. Leave us out of this. We don't want to be in any politics here. Please, just stop.
We do not want the NPCs after us. It's bad enough that the NASCAR NPCs go after David Land on the regular.
Yeah, and then also that who was at this rally? None other than Richard Childress, a NASCAR owner. Like, you guys are not doing the sport. God. You guys are not doing the sport any favors to be. Now, I don't care which side it's on. If it were at some Democratic rally, that would still be just as bad as being at this Republican Trump rally. Like,
and
stop.
Then it brought all of the dumbasses out too. Like, there's literally someone like, "Wow, you so," like I said, Darren, I saw you quote tweet. They're like, "Wow, all these NASCAR fans are hate CNN, but they support NASCAR on TNT since it's on TNT all the time." It's like, it hasn't been on TNT for more than 6 races a year since 2006.
And also, like, I don't know, like, all these people are like, oh, like, well, TNT is they're owned by CNN or something like that, and
Turner Broadcasting
or Turner Broadcast, they're in the same group, and someone was
Make NASCAR great again.
They're one of
It'd be huge.
They're one of NASCAR's biggest television partners, millions of dollars worth of it. And I was like, and I quoted it, and I was like, dude, NASCAR hasn't been on TNT since 2014.
Well, and I think if his bio was right, this dude's a freaking college professor.
Yeah,
what the hell? Do your research.
Are you?
No, but I'm just saying, like, this is for everyone in the chat. It's like, if you're gonna make claims about stuff, especially that you don't know about, do some research first. Don't just go on. Oh, well, they used to be on TNT.
Yeah, take that lesson.
They haven't been on TNT since 2014. Haven't been on it for more than 6 weeks of the year since 2006. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, basically, everyone, take this lesson from me. Do your research and wait for more information to come out before you claim something. Because myself, with the whole Jordan Anderson situation, I pretty much learned that the hard way. But I was able to come back from that situation and provide other information to shed it to shed the whole story a better light. But still,
here's what I want to happen. I want this to happen so bad, so that everyone who's not a NASCAR fan's head explodes. I want them to do like a presidential Parent Trap, where Trump's going to be at the race, and then Obama's going to be at the race. Here's Bill Clinton. Here's W. I just want that to happen so everyone's heads will explode. NASCAR is hard to figure out.
Yeah, just like the damn robots. It's like
I want a Parent Trap presidential style at a NASCAR race. I would love it. It'd be perfect. And have them like all together, like in the same suite, like having fun and stuff. I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's a joke. It's a complete joke.
I see Kamikaze. You're quiet on this again. Come on, tell us what
because this is too funny. I can't speak. Every time I want to say something, I burst out in laughter, man.
It's an Onion article.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. I can't believe it. You see, like the second that Trump turns his back on the NASCAR fans like this, like he says that Brian France is a good man, like there will not be a single Trump supporter at another NASCAR race again. I can tell you that much. That's insane. That's the minute. See, like the second that Trump says that, like I'm gonna go from like, okay, this is fine. I'm gonna join them. I'm gonna be on the front lines of the resistance if Trump thinks that France is a good person, because I cannot endorse that. I'm sorry, it's not a thing I can do.
Oh,
He's a good owner. He's such a good sports owner, man. We were up there in the ratings.
Objectively wrong.
He was such a good sports owner.
Facts say so. Is that an alternative fact, my friend? Is that an alternative fact?
It's fake news.
He was such a good sports owner. NASCAR was up there in the ratings with the NFL, with the NFL in like 2004, and now we've lost about 75 to 80% of our viewership or our audience.
70.
Yeah, 70. He's such a good sports owner. He's such a good owner of NASCAR. It's just like owning the NFL. Only wait, it's not, because no one watches it anymore. You know, it's not like the NFL. God.
Oh my gosh.
IDK,
we got to get off this because this is too funny.
Hold on, IDK, what do you have in your mouth?
I thought it was a binky.
That's right. Oh no, it's the whatever this shit's called, a mouse.
Oh,
it's not like
I'm
trying to bite it so it could get in because it's jammed and like it's too.
I thought for a second it was a binky. I'm like, wow, man.
Yeah,
that's something you want to tell us? No, but we should probably get off this.
I want to say one thing. I do want to say one thing real quick because I have. All right. We all know I do get a little political. Define a little. Good amount of political on streams. Yes, I know. Most of us know what I am. Okay. I don't hate Daddy Trump, but the thing is that I don't like when anyone puts anything into a sport. Like, I don't want anyone to touch NASCAR. Like, remember when the Confederate flag deal happened? I was like getting ready to go to Daytona. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna say something, and someone said something on in whatever newscast. I don't even remember, but it's always just something like I wish everyone could just leave us alone and let us try to grow because we got bigger things to worry about. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate Daddy Trump. That's what I call him. I don't know why, but. Just, I don't want anyone to be a part of this sport politically. Like, just get the hell out. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, whatever you are, communist, I don't care. Just leave.
Well, we got pick on communism. I'm bringing that meme back, baby.
And we'll end that topic right there.
Yeah.
All right. So more Brian France news.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Oh my God, more.
Yeah. So guess whose court date is this Friday?
Lisa France Kennedy.
Oh boy, I wish I was part of that jury. Dear Lord.
Oh, me too.
I'll just tell you one. Look, whether you believe it or not, he has screwed up this sport. Just get him the hell out of here. Period.
Dude, what's the point of a trial? Like, we know he did it. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Brian France pleaded not guilty. Like, what's the point? I don't give a
Not guilty to what?
Well, apparently he didn't do it. Did you hear? I guess he didn't do it. I don't know. I just don't understand it, man. Like,
what evidence is it that he didn't do it? Did somebody automatically dress up as Brian France, sped down somewhere in New York, drunk, looks exactly like him or something?
Yeah, I'm assuming. I guess that's why
I believe it.
Not guilty. I guess. Yeah.
He's probably like, I was not drunk. I was high on oxycodone.
I was mildly buzzed. Not drunk.
Yeah, I just want it clear for the record. All right, I'm not an alcoholic. I am a drug addict.
That's the thing. Oh God, I don't understand him.
I don't know.
Get your 20 minutes of community service or whatever your lawyers can buy up and get on with your life.
I'll tell you what. I'm leaving this up to Eric Estep because he's like one of those filmmakers or like film majors or something like that. He's always making those short films. Eric Estep, make a 30 for 30 on Brian France. I guarantee you that'll make ESPN.
That'd be great.
And have us be in it, like just to explain the story.
Yeah, we'll be in the montage of people like in public perception was against him now. Well, more than ever, and have like all of us. Yeah, perfect.
Saying, like yeah, he's a bleeping idiot. He's a bleeping idiot, man. It just all this stuff.
Overhang studios, do it. All right, what else we got after Brian?
Well, actually, we're almost done here. We're on the picks now. Texas.
Yes, I've been waiting for this. I'm gonna look at my sub count.
All right, folks. Texas Motor Speedway this week for the second race of the round of 8 here. We're basically at the halfway point. And holy crap, another super chat. What is going on here? Again, from Inside Uranus, $5. Thank you very much. If garbage manifested itself as a human, it would be called Ty Dillon. Brian France is worse than trash. He's a
fallopian tube. Oh man, you're something else. You're something else. I'll just call you that.
Inside
you're the you. You're something else, man.
Oh my gosh, inside your anus, dude. Like always like, with the super chats and stuff. That's the 4th super chat of the night, by the way. So I appreciate that. All right, so once again. Texas, we're at the halfway point of the round of 8. Got some guys who got to make it in who are trying to basically, I think Kyle Busch has the shot to just lock his way in on points, pretty much. He just has to run consistently, and so does Harvick as well. So let's start to get into the picks, y'all. Who's going to suck? Jarrett, start us off.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Do I have to say anything else? Do I have to say anything else other than the fact that he crashes all the time, even at Texas too?
Yeah,
literally the first memory I have of him in Cup wasn't when I look back at his first starts and everything. Wasn't him starting in 2011. Wasn't him doing any of that. No, it was him crashing backwards in the Best Buy car at Texas. So yeah.
All right, Kamikaze.
I don't know. You took the easy answer.
Sorry, buddy.
I can't remember who did bad in the spring, so I'm just gonna say whoever's in the 6 this week. I think it's Bane actually.
Well, actually,
so all of Roush is gonna suck.
Well, yeah, Bane did terrible in the first race. He actually wrecked. So.
Well, yeah, he also wrecks a lot. So.
All right,
Roush is just on fire.
I didn't hear him because my thing froze. So what did he say?
He said this whoever's running the 6, which I think it is Trevor Bane. So he's gonna suck.
All right, so we're going for whoever sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Who usually finishes worse than 10th? Because we know a top 10 driver's not gonna win this race. Let's see. I seriously believe Suarez.
Damn, all these picks are not shocking. They're not shocking. They're not shocking enough. I don't get it.
You want to make it shocking? Oh, I'll make it shocking. I'll make it really, I'll make it pretty interesting. Let's see. Who do I think is not going to do good? I don't think Blankett's going to do good this weekend.
Blanket?
Yeah. Blaney.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. He's inconsistent all the time. Wait, which one is it? Is it Suarez or Blaney? You got to pick one.
Blanket. I'm going to go with Blanket. I love Blanket a lot. I just don't see him do anything at TXs.
I've never heard Blaney be called Blanket.
Okay, so this thing, I'm always texting like my girlfriend about NASCAR, right? And I'll be like, oh, and Ryan, and it'll just go to Blanket. I'm just like, why is it going to Blanket for? And we just call him Blanket now. So.
Oh, okay.
And we got it from Michael Marutz too. Yes, I know. Thank you.
I'm just curious. Does your girl even care about NASCAR?
She's actually a NASCAR fan.
She's a huge Haley Deegan fan.
There's the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on my podcast.
It's on my channel.
Okay, you're on our podcast.
No, but like she likes Truex, and she was pissed at Logano at the same time. But I don't know.
Oh, so speaking of Truex, he's gonna suck this week.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, Truex is
You
going
might have to explain that one.
this week. Now, look, I know it's probably a shocker. It's definitely a shocker coming from me. Like I said, I still don't see Truex making the Final Four. I think something's just going to happen here. And again, I know it's Texas, but remember, in the spring race, there was a lot of tire failures. And who was one of those tire failures? Martin Truex early on. We might see that again, or you might see some freak accident happen. And also in the Texas race, we saw a lot of accidents in the race too. So, and Martin Truex Jr. sucked in the spring, and he's going to suck again this week. And it's definitely going to dwindle his Final Four hopes, for sure. Right,
All
Kamikaze?
No.
I don't ever
Wrong.
want to be back on here.
Disliked. Unsubscribed.
You're not even subscribed to me anyways.
Well,
Jeez.
I was just checking that today. I was like, yeah, there are some guys on here that I know that just aren't subscribed. Oh,
How do you check that? How do you check that?
You don't know anything, IDK. I'm moving on. Yeah.
No, I want to check that because I know
You
some
go into subscribers and you hit most popular and you see who's bigger.
Yeah, but some have
Yeah,
the
mine are
option not. Yeah, mine are on private too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So
Yeah.
Say, how the hell do you check that? Because I have mine on private.
so Kamikaze might be subbed to me. He just left. Where'd he go? Where's
He'll show up behind you. That's what's gonna happen. See, yeah, I kind of agree with the pastor, son. I feel like Darian sometimes says the most outrageous takes to like Skip Bayless for attention.
Dude, that's funny.
See, and we're gonna be like Shannon Sharp. Skip.
Yeah.
Skip. You can't talk like that, man.
There he is.
Yeah.
I was just gonna beat my ass probably for that.
Mind you, man.
Man, but come on, you guys have to admit that Martin Truex Jr. sucking this week is not outrageous.
You know, but you want to know why? That's not the thing I'm more out there about. My thing is about him not making the Final Four anymore. Because the reason I thought he wasn't gonna is because I thought Logano was gonna be consistent or win in these three. That wasn't Martinsville. And I thought Chase Elliott was gonna win. Now that Elliott hasn't won, that completely takes out me thinking that Truex wouldn't make it because I thought he'd be the 5 driver behind Logano.
Oh! Look who's here! Look who's here!
Where's Super Chat?
Just in time for picks. Like I said, it's like I know. Danny B.
Man.
It's me, Danny B.
Didn't sell it.
You look mad. You look hella pissed.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, at least your hair looks good.
Does Batman does Kamikaze Batman games help a little?
Oh, I gotta screenshot this. Stay like that.
That does help.
Stop. Do not move.
That does trip me. I'm gonna full screen him on my.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so you came just in time. We were almost done with our who's gonna suck picks. Danny B, who's gonna suck?
Jeez. Okay, I've been speeding down the road, so I haven't really been able to think about any of this. I'm gonna say Eric Jones. I don't see a good run from him.
Okay.
All right.
He'll solidify his 16th on the Chase playoff grid thing.
I was about to ask where's Kamikaze, but then I was like, oh wait, his dumb ass has to take the mask off, and he did.
yeah.
I had my hopes up that he'd been dressed like that the whole time, and I didn't even know it.
No, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
I made it maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I had to eat. I had to eat. It's very difficult to eat as Batman.
What the heck?
What the heck? What is that?
I did
Mute him.
Oh my gosh.
Darian, mute him.
I just did. Jeez, IDK. I had to mute you. Gosh. Now how do I unmute him?
What happened?
You went static mode, man.
I
You
did?
had like a robot crumpling up a bag of chips or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably
this,
I put it on
Danny.
the computer. I went to go get the cat.
Danny, there's already eat egg salad things in there. For the next podcast that you're on, will you order an egg salad if someone donates $50?
If you will donate $50, then yes.
On my channel.
Yeah,
my stream, please.
donate a $50 super chat on the next stream that Danny B can host, and yes, we will do it.
Or tonight.
Okay.
Or by the end of the year.
All right. So now moving on.
Next year for me. So
Yeah. All right. So now moving on. For our sleeper picks. Jarrett, take it away.
See, I was gonna have my dark horse pick. Like I already had it, but I'm gonna, since I want to go for shock value, I'll have my dark horse pick as my winner. So I don't know yet. So somebody else do one really quick, and then I'll go on.
All right, Danny B.
dark horse pick for Texas. I guess go with Eric Almirola on this one. I feel like he's just that driver that this point in the season, being in the round of 8, he's not really one you'd expect to always win, but he would have a chance to, especially with just how Stewart All-Stars run.
Really quick, we have to offer some congratulations. Eric Estep just hit 75K. So
Woo!
Everybody go on whatever his most recent video is, his Twitter, give him a congratulations, because that's impressive.
And guys, that means that he's gotten to this point in his YouTube career, and we're all very proud of him. We all hope that one day we can be at that point. But the dude is 25,000 away from 100,000. As far as I know, I cannot think of anyone who is a dedicated NASCAR YouTube channel that has gotten to the point to where they could get that famed silver play button. So, Eric, you are getting closer to that. And I really do want to just congratulate you ahead of time, because you are going to get there, man.
Now we have to extend the show as long as we can so Eric can be on.
Oh, wait, is he coming in a little bit?
I know he gets out of class like around this time. So if we can at least for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, and also
3-hour night classes, man. They suck, but they exist.
Also, another super chat from Nicholas Blair, $1.99. I really appreciate that. And he says, Danny B, it's okay. Homecoming next weekend. So, shout out to you.
Homecoming next week. Oh, for UT. Yep, we got homecoming. And I sadly can never go. I never get off on Saturdays.
Hey, UNLV had homecoming a couple of weeks ago. We just lost to 0-7 San Jose State, so that's how bad they are.
New super chat, and then I'll give my dark horse pick because I have a doozy.
All right, so Kamikaze Games, you're next. Sleeper pick.
Okay. Sleeper pick. Well, I was going to say Almirola, but now I'm going to say Kurt Busch. He got the pole in the spring, I think, and led a lot of laps.
Hold up. Kurt Busch is sleeper?
Yeah. Who's looking at him?
I am.
Hey, real quick, not to interrupt you, Darren, you got a $5 super chat, and it's actually kind of directed to me. Here's something for you, Danny, to make up for that nothing earlier. Oh, wait, it goes to Darian. I'll just keep my super chat in mind, Danny. All right. Sounds good.
Appreciate that. I don't know. I'm looking at Kurt Busch. I picked him to win last week, and he did pretty good, though. He's a pretty solid runner. But, yeah, I could see why, though. Not a lot of people are looking at him, I guess.
I can't wait for it to say my dark horse.
Okay, Jarrett, go ahead.
Okay. Now, dark horse isn't dark horse for the win. It can be dark horse for a top 10, too. My dark horse pick had a top 10 at their first Texas race, finished 8th. My dark horse for a top 10 is Bubba. I'm saying Bubba. You wanted hot takes. You wanted hot takes. I'm giving you one.
Oh, I knew
Bubba,
it. I knew it. When you said
is my top 10 dark horse pick.
No. Stop. Cut it out. Don't even start. Dude, when you said 8th place, I was like, no way. Come on.
No.
No.
Yep.
Dude.
The pastor's son, that's Skip Lundberg.
What makes you think Bubba's going to get a top 10?
Oh, I don't think he is. I just wanted the hot take.
Yeah, see, exactly. I didn't believe it.
But I think he is an outside pick due to the fact that this Texas track has been, it's either completely boring or it just completely destroys like cars, crashes. And I think that in a race of attrition, if there's 20 cars left, he can be in the middle of that.
You're absolutely insane. You're insane. You should be just disbarred from being on the podcast for this.
Well,
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. And people have the nerve to say I skip Bayless, I skip Faceless.
I'm not crazy. I'm just a tad bit strange.
Yeah.
You know that reference.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Good.
no kidding, man. IDK, go ahead. No.
All right. So
you think that's bad? Wait till you have my winning pick.
I don't know if you guys want to consider this a sleeper. I'm just gonna say his name, Clint Boyer. Because seriously, I don't know if I can consider him a sleeper or not. I just don't feel like he'll run that well unless something seriously happens, like a wreck.
I can't really recall a time where I remember Clint Boyer really doing well at Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see it.
Look who's arrived.
Can you guys even hear me?
I can. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't have my. No, I'm not in class. I don't have my webcam set up. Speech about what? I don't know.
You hit 75K, bro.
Oh, I don't mean to derail the show. I apologize. But yeah. That's pretty awesome.
No, dude, we're proud of you. Like you're literally the one NASCAR YouTuber like that looks like they're gonna get a silver play button. So we're really proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. I got out of class about 20 minutes ago, and I just saw I was at 75,000. I was like, oh, I knew it was coming soon, but that was always a pleasant surprise. When I started making videos, God, it's been over 6 years now. No, it's been 7 years technically since I started. I never thought this would happen. I always hoped I'd get something like this, but yeah, it's pretty wild. But I hope I'm not interrupting anyone's dramatic hot take pick. I heard Jared's pick for Bubba, and I want to defend him. Bubba did finish 8th here in the spring.
No, stop. There was a big wreck. That's the only reason.
Hey, as wild as round of 8 is, there might be a big wreck here. So.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Anyways, Eric, since you're here, give us your who's gonna suck and your sleeper pick.
My sleeper pick is going to be Eric Jones. I know that one off the top of my head. He led a lot of laps in the spring, finished 3rd or 4th. I don't remember. I think Eric Jones, honestly, he's almost my pick to win this race this weekend, except he ran so badly at Martinsville. I don't think they got momentum. Who's going to suck? I have no idea. I feel like Clint Boyer is just continuing the downward spiral that's been these playoffs. I don't know his numbers off the top of my head at Texas, but I don't think he's ever won here in the Cup Series. So I don't think he's going to have a great day. Maybe a top 10 if he's lucky, but probably not.
It's funny you say that. Like Clint Boyer was Kamikaze, I think's underdog, and Eric Jones was my pick for who's going to suck.
No, Clint Boyer was my underdog.
No, Kamikaze's was Kurt Busch.
Yeah, mine's just Clint Boyer.
There's no way that Kamikaze is going to be like that with Clint Boyer.
No, sir. He's my pick for the next, resurrection.
All right. So my sleeper pick, I was kind of thinking about this. I was definitely thinking about it when Jarrett said that ridiculous pick there. But I'm kind of look. This is gonna sound a little crazy, I guess, too. But I don't know. It's just not all that crazy to me. I'll just go with Austin Dillon here as my sleeper pick here. He's had some of these.
Lord.
Yeah, I know. He's had some of these. Yeah, I know. He's had some of these superb runs at some of these tracks. Out of nowhere, it seems. Michigan almost got a runner up there. And the only reason he didn't finish second was he tried this 2-tire strategy to try and beat Harvick, which didn't work out. And he's had some good runs here and there and stuff. I feel like Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon is talented. Is probably he's the most talented out of both the Dillon brothers, him and Ty. By far, it's not even close.
Wow, that's
I feel like if you get him in better equipment, he'll run better too. So that might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't know. I like Dillon as my sleeper pick here.
Yeah, the chat's lumping you in with me right now.
You're insane. It's not that insane. Why is it insane? He'll get a top 10.
Because you said Austin Dillon.
He'll get a top 10. Big whoop.
He ran pretty well here a couple of years ago, I remember. I think it was last year.
Yeah, you see? There you go.
Mm-hmm.
See? Even Eric's on my side. There you go.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to picks.
All right, so now this is gonna be good. We're getting to the best part. Winners picks. I'm not gonna say Jarrett yet because I don't know. He's gonna go insane, I guess. From what he said, I can even look at his face. It's gonna be something insane. It's gonna be unbelievable. So Danny B, who's going to win at Texas?
See, it's been a tough one because I've got like 4 different drivers I think could win. I think Kyle Busch has a good chance. I think Chase Elliott has a good chance. I think Harvick has a good chance. I think Truex has a good chance. But if I have to pick any of them, I'm going to go with Martin Truex Jr. for this one. After what happened last week, obviously at Martinsville, he's not going to lose because he is not going to let what Joey Logano did be the one thing that keeps him out of the championship. I think Kyle Busch is fine points-wise. Harvick is fine points-wise. And Truex is not going to let somebody else get a win and bump him out.
I'll just get mine out of the way right now. He dominated. I mean, he won here in the spring. He's going to win here again. Kyle Busch, I don't know. It's just no debate there to me. Kyle Busch is just going to pretty much run away with this one. I think he'll probably just go on to win every stage and stuff like that. And now, granted, I don't think it's going to be like a really boring race. So it'll have its moments, but up front, it's going to be a much different story. So Kyle Busch, for sure, I think is going to win. Eric?
Yeah, I'll get my pick out of the way too because I'm also going with Kyle Busch. I don't think he's going to dominate like that because I think he's won here 3 times before, but they've always been the spring race. He's never won the fall race here. This has been Jimmy Johnson's race in years past, but now Jimmy's probably not going to win this week. So, yeah, I do think Kyle Busch will be the guy to get the win. If you look at his most recent mile-and-a-half stats, let's see if I can remember. I have a video coming out tomorrow where I went over these. He was 2nd at Kansas. Where were we at before that? Las Vegas. I think he was 7th at Las Vegas, and I know he's won at Charlotte and Chicagoland this year. So that's multiple wins on mile-and-a-halfs this season. He's been running really well there. I think Harvick's the outside favorite because he won here. He won this race last year, but I'll go with more recent success, and that has been Kyle Busch. So he's my pick too.
All right, Jarrett, what nonsense do you have for us now?
Okay. So every year in this system, aside from 2016, there's been at least one of the races in the final round where a driver who is not in the chase, will not be in the final 4, wins. I'm going to say that trend continues. This driver has won at Texas before, won in this format of track configuration. And I think now, after the last few weeks, has a bit more drive to go for the win. There's a little more determination, I think. And I think this week it finally pays off for Jimmy Johnson.
Ooh. Didn't you pick him last week, Martinsville?
No, I picked Chase Elliott.
Oh.
Not to mention that Chase Elliott's been heating up. You got the Hendrick cars, getting better as the season goes on.
What?
I'll go for JJ.
Making it look good for Ally Bank.
He is the best driver in the past 15 years. If anybody can break out of this kind of slump, it's Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, jeez, man. Oh my gosh! Come on now.
You know what he's going to be doing? He's going to be making a video like you did about Chase Elliott when he wins.
But that was reasonable. Chase Elliott's still up and coming. Jimmy Johnson this year? Oh, my gosh.
Okay, you're saying it's unreasonable for a 7-time champion to break out.
This season. This season.
See, this is why this is another reason why I was a little more confident in this pick, because I know that people will back me up.
Yeah, and they are.
It's not just me against the world.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson and all of his fans.
I think we're all rooting for Jimmy, but it doesn't feel.
It's an outside chance.
It does feel doubtful right now.
I don't know. If Jimmy Johnson wins, then I'll make a video about your prediction. And I promise
you don't take that thunder.
I will make a video. Oh, okay, fine. Then you can make a video then.
Right.
Fine, whatever then. That reminds me, I still need to make a video on my whole Kyle Larson championship prediction thing, because that's hilarious. Now looking back, that's just hilarious. I'm like, the championship run starts this week, and he's out in the second round.
Also, for Jimmy Johnson fans out there, this is your last chance for him to get you a race one diecast with the actual Lowe's paint scheme, because the next 2 races he'll have throwback schemes.
Oh, yeah, that's
What's the one at Phoenix again?
The Power Pride from 2001.
Okay.
All right, Kamikaze, you have the floor.
Oh man. You see, I heard, what was it, 2 or 3 people said Kyle Busch? Man,
Yeah, I said it.
I don't even want to say my race winner prediction. My prediction is that Kyle Busch does not win.
Ooh.
All right?
Ooh,
Because you see, he's had no speed this entire chase. Like, how many laps has he led during the chase compared to Harvick, even Chase Elliott? Like, he's had no race-winning pace. Like last week at Martinsville, it's a short track, isolated incident, barely ran in the top 10, got a top 5 because of, the restarts and whatnot.
You finished second in Kansas.
Other than
Yeah,
Richmond,
to Chase Elliott.
I can think of.
Kansas.
I mean, he did win Richmond, so
He
I'll
was
give him
second in
that.
Kansas.
Oh, that's true. He did win Richmond. But like since then, he really hasn't had that same race-winning pace, I don't think. So, but
No, you're right there.
what I'm going to say is that the winner of the race. Oh man, can't wait for the chat to call me biased. It's going to be Truex.
Hey,
It's a
don't
good
worry,
pick.
'cause I picked him too. So
All right.
And the
So we
reason is because he's not going to put up with any shit anymore, hopefully.
yeah,
So we got two. Oh well, Danny's.
I didn't go yet.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh well, no, I was just saying. I don't know. Danny just froze up on us there.
Yeah.
So we got 2 Kyle Busch picks, 2 Truexes, and 1 dumbass pick. So I'm just kidding. Oh, there's Danny. He's not frozen.
Oh,
up
it's gonna be dumbass till it's right.
okay. So IDK, you're the final one.
All
Who's gonna win?
right. So, I kind of made a video on this a couple hours ago, but I'm telling you, it's going to happen at a turn 4 Cinderella story. Chase Elliott's going to win Texas, and if you want to try me and say that he's not going to win, we'll have an argument because I know Chase Elliott most
We already
likely
have an argument about Elliott
He's
coming
not
up.
he's not gonna win.
he's going
That's
to
it.
win.
well,
That's
Chase Elliott will win Texas.
I'm not going to doubt you. I really think that he can win one of the next 2, but I don't know that he's who I'm necessarily going to pick. But I'm not going to put all my confidence in him for it because it's worked out in the past when I haven't picked him and he's won races that I didn't expect him to. So I'm not going to say that he's going to win, but he did finish second here a year ago in this race, and he did finish second in the Phoenix race last year. So he's got a good chance.
You guys can say he's not going to win, but if you guys see him off at turn 4 doing burnouts and saying, "Oh, I'm going to Miami," and like all that stuff, okay, you're all going to come back to this podcast and hear me say it with my Chase Elliott 2014 championship hat.
No,
Thank
dude, is he really going to say with that Spanish accent you put on it?
He's gonna win this.
Going to Miami.
I didn't know I put a Spanish accent on. Sorry, my bad. Like,
No, he'll just be like monotone, calm the whole time.
thank you. This is such
I'm
a great
going-
opportunity.
Going to Miami. That's awesome.
Here.
I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed.
And
to
then
be in
I'm
that
so
Final
blessed.
Four.
He wins.
And then when he wins the championship, we're going to see drunk Chase Elliott. It's going to be better than drunk Brad.
Or maybe in the background we'll see drunk IDK.
Yeah.
Me? Oh, I hope you know. If I see him run up, I'm streaming it. I'm streaming the last race. Like all the races. I'm streaming like at least the last 5 laps because I've watched Marus and he didn't get in trouble for the last 5 laps. So I'm like, I'll take my chance. But I see him come off at turn 4. I'm going to run. I'm going to scream. I'm going to do everything. Period, point blank. And I'm going on the track after the race, and I'm gonna go get me a bunch of hats and probably do a giveaway. So go ahead. Keep going.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully your channel doesn't get taken down for that. Oh.
The last 5 laps, it'll go after that. Marutz did it for like the last 5
Okay.
laps.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
I mean, I'll try. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'll have to flip a coin for it because I seriously
Flip a
don't know what to do.
Flip a coin for it. All right. Well, so that pretty much does it here. There's nothing left on the agenda. We're over 2 hours into the stream now. So yeah, guys, let's do our outros here. Danny B, start us off.
Yeah, so Danny B here, better known as the guy who shows up for like 10 minutes at the end now. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at Danny B Talks. And I just recently put out a video, the 6th installment of 5 NASCAR drivers you forgot about. Guys, make sure you go give it a watch. It's not getting as many views as some of the other ones usually do, so go give it a watch. You're probably going to really like the drivers I've compiled in that list. Tomorrow, I have a special Halloween-themed episode coming out. Jarrett, what are you laughing at so much?
The chat.
Just subscribe to Danny B Talks.
I'm not gonna read them. But I'll tell you guys after the. I'll tell you after the show. And I'll take this opportunity to make it my outro on the iceberg. Most of y'all should probably know that by now. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. If you like me, at least. Devil's Advocate recently released today, so if you want to check out more of me, check out that. And then a Missing Rings this Thursday on a certain guy who wins Martinsville a bit. So, yeah.
All right. Who's next?
Oh, I'll say. Okay. So I saw this in the chat. People thought I drink. I don't drink. Okay, I'm not 21. I actually obey the law. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. So just put that out. So I'm an IDK player. Thank you guys for having me on. I actually didn't expect to come on this week or that couple weeks. So you guys just said, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're going on the podcast." So that's actually cool to have me back on. Did I freeze or did Darren?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you didn't freeze.
Okay. So thank you guys for letting me on. Hopefully we hit 6,000 soon. I'm kind of changing up my channel a little bit. I had to make a Chase Elliott video, okay, because I just want to be on a secure lockdown under the drop YouTube NASCAR period until February. Still be doing NASCAR E3 stuff, but also a pinch of NASCAR regular stuff. So thank you guys all for coming out. IDK out.
And I can say bye real quick because I'm just kind of floating around over here. But yeah, I know I only tuned in for the very end. But knowing these guys, I'm sure it was an outstanding first hour and 45 minutes y'all listened to before I got here.
You're damn right.
I'll have to go back and peruse it at my own leisure later on. But yeah, always good to drop by.
Nation's channel for some good highlights.
Oh, yeah, of course. I should be back on the show full time next week. Are we on my channel or whose channel? Oh, it's after Texas, right?
Yep, you're on your channel.
Well, then shoot, I better make sure I'm able to be on next week. And wow, there's no super chat for you, Darian. It must have been a hell of a show, man. You get all these.
Dude, I got 20 super chats. It's crazy.
Hey,
it's crazy.
Congrats, man.
Thanks so much for everyone.
Yeah. It's insane.
No, look down.
No, yeah, I was referring. There's another one, but yeah. Anyway, I'm Eric. Thanks for watching. See you guys around.
Yeah, IDK. That's what he was talking about. There was another super chat.
I didn't know because you just could be like, oh my god!
All right, I'll read it. I'll read it after Kamikaze does his.
Yeah, I should do my outro now because my internet's falling.
What the hell?
Whoa, your mic is so low.
Turn up his volume. Turn up his volume if you can.
I'll turn it up. Wait.
The internet's falling apart.
Wait, how do I turn it up? I
don't.
Oh wait, I see it. Hold on.
This is such a Kamikaze moment.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn it up. All right, speak.
I am Kamikaze, ruiner of stream.
That's the loudest it'll go.
I don't know. Something's blocking your mic.
Everyone just stop talking. Just listen.
Okay, all right. Everyone just stop. Just all right. Go ahead. All right.
So I'm Kamikaze. You probably know this by now. I think it's better now. Yeah, I'm in Phoenix next week, so don't be afraid to approach me. I'll only punch you if you're wearing Matt Tiff gear.
I got it. So,
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing so much. Just a sight of it's Kamikaze.
It was echoing.
I know.
Thanks for watching.
Oh my gosh, this podcast has been hella crazy tonight. But yeah, I had to turn your mic down for a second. All right, so the final super chat of the night from Blue Jimmy 48 fan. Wow, again, $10. He says, "Awesome stream, Darian. Love you all so much and have a safe Halloween to everyone. Congrats, Eric, by the way, on 75,000 subs. Been watching you since the start. You all motivate me to make videos every day." Well, we all really appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
And yes, some of you guys were asking, well, why is the podcast on Tuesday? Because it's Halloween tomorrow. Duh. So everyone have a safe and happy Halloween tomorrow. And just thank what are you going to say, Jared?
I just want to say who we have on next week. Balto Racing will be on next week, so tune in for that. We only have 4 podcasts left this year.
Yeah, that's right. Only 4 podcasts. Wow. It's insane. Season 1's almost in the books. But
next year's gonna be great.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
But yeah. Anyways, another terrific podcast tonight. You guys make sure to go ahead and lick the like button if you haven't before you leave this one, and also make sure to subscribe. I can't even speak again. To subscribe to all of these guys' channels. They're all great. So everyone have a happy and safe Halloween tomorrow. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.